Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good midnight. Wherever you are watching this from, even if you're in Pyro, you are welcome. Even if you're flying a Drake ship, you are welcome. You're welcome here today. This is Anti-Gravity Racing League 2955 and the final race in the class. This is the ICARUS class. It's the big bikes, basically. Did I tell you they're big bikes? They're very big. We got the Nox, we got the X1 Velocity, we got the Pulse LX, big bikes. Big is the word today. Say big 10 times to win 10% discount on New Deal or Lorville. I just made that up. Don't do it. They'll probably throw you out. Okay. Welcome, guys. Let me introduce you to the team. First of all, this is our user interface. This is how our stream looks. Beautiful. We have our names down there. Very nice. And next to me is the Chief Presiding Officer of NZ Racing. Here we go. It's the Echo.
Hello, Icabit NZ Racing's presiding officer, VTuber professional racer extraordinaire, here to bring you Anti-Gravity Racing League ICARUS Pro Racing. Let's have some fun today, racers and viewers.
And after Ecobit, we have our very best man who loves to talk about Formula One, throws in some really cool references to some really good lines he has. I'm waiting for one from you today. Okay, Valentino Rossi, are you ready for that, DashMaster? Here we go. Here is the DashMaster.
Well, happy time zone, everyone. Lens, thank you so much for being with me again. Echo as well. Thank you for having me back. This is going to be the culmination of all the anti-grav racing that we've seen. It's MotoGP just in space this time. This time, Valentino Rossi and Marc Marquez do not have the laser guns to shoot at each other, but it's still going to be fun nonetheless to see our very best anti-grav teams take to what has been a really fun circuit over the last couple of Sundays.
Yeah, those races were very exciting. And Garbo, I read that. This race is for all the marbles, and by the marbles, I mean, Lens Nation high five! Yeah. Garbo the gnome, who's actually not a gnome. I'm sorry to break your heart. It's a scam gnome, guys. It's a scam gnome. He's not a gnome. He's pretty much a normal average human being. Very tall, actually. So welcome. And gnome is, you're welcome. Everybody in the chat, Jelly had made Quelsar, Mr. Q, taking some time off from playing Dune today. Welcome, Quelsar. And we have Thunderbolt, Tiger Wise, Just Riot, Ecobit, Lens Nation, and a DashMaster. Okay, tell us about the racing, DashMaster. What's happening today? We know it's big bikes, but what do we mean by big bikes?
Well, Anti-Grav Racing League is the ultimate team-based GravLev tournament. This is the second year running and has been reworked from the ground up with a brand new format and fresh racing classes to choose from. We've already seen the combat races, the amateur racing. Now it's time for the pros to take their turn on the Spectra Ocean Dream Circuit, an unmarked community-made racetrack and Arena Commander's Winner Circle map. Just this year's ground vehicle spawn points will be added to planet-side free flight maps. We are wasting no time running an incredible race here. Cannot wait to get those spawn points on free flight, by the way. If you're a fan of Wipeout, Ballistic NG, Wave Race, Jet Moto, and of course the Star Citizen Anti-Grav bikes, and why wouldn't you if you're here, you're going to love this event. So today is the ICARUS Pro GravLev racing class. The best racers in the Star Citizen community have showed up to prove themselves as the fastest GravLev racers of the United Earth Empire. This race is mutually exclusive with our amateur level race, so everyone here is guaranteed to be racing amongst others like them. Today's bikes are the Origin X1 Velocity, the Opa Nox, and the Mirai Pulse LX. And Echo's already got the poll going on in the chat, so let us know. Who are you supporting today, Origin, Opa, or Mirai? And currently, Origin and Alpha are leading with 38% each. And as I say that, the Origin X1 goes up top, 44%, 33% for Nox, and about 30% for the Mirai Pulse. Today's format, we have 3 racers to make a team. Each bike in the ICARUS class must be raced at least once, so we will have 3 races today. There will be 3 30-minute non-combat races in the event, 1 racer on a unique bike at a time. This is going to be similar to the Crux Cup 24-hour, including that race teams can decide who will race in which race. So we won't know who is on the grid until we get to race number 1, which will be coming up here in just a little bit. That's the kind of racing that you can expect here with the ICARUS class racers and their Gravlev bikes. Now, let's take a look at the track we're running for this event, the Spectra Ocean Dream Circuit.
Welcome to the Spectra Ocean Dream Circuit. Racers, start your engines. Watch your waistline, move your waistline. Watch your waistline, move your waistline.
The start line of Spectra Ocean Dream Circuit is not far from the spawn point at 100 degrees on your compass. Cross on the left side of the pillar in the ocean to begin. The first checkpoint is an island straight ahead. Go around it and follow the land on your left. For a lap to be valid, you must not cut through any trees on this circuit, but going over rocks and land is okay. Your next checkpoint are 2 small islands off the shore. Pass between both of them. There's another pylon just offshore. Pass on the right of its antenna. After the pylon, you're looking for a lone island made from a crater. Pass on the left, following its natural curve. Same again with this small island. Pass on the right to complete the S-bend. Next, look for a larger island in the distance and aim to go around it on the left.
Start your engines.
2 islands make up the next checkpoint. Pass between them and turn left until you see a gap of water and start a gentle right turn. 1 more island to pass around a second cluster of small trees back into open ocean. Next is an S-bend around an ocean pylon and a small island. Aim for the left of the next island and keep going straight for a while. You're looking for a pylon on the shore with a small island just offshore next to it. Pass around the small island on the left. This next section is called the weave, where you must weave between islands and a lagoon before taking a sharp left back out into open ocean. 2 small islands make up the next checkpoint. Pass between them and take a left towards the beached pylon. Next is a brutal hairpin before the beached pylon to the right. Be careful not to black out. Head back out onto the ocean and go around these 2 small islands. Now you're on the home stretch back to the finish line. First, take a ride around this crater island following the curve of the terrain. Then pass on the left of the pylon to begin another lap. This completes the circuit of the Spectra Ocean Dream Circuit. This track was made for all Star citizens. Race together by visiting enzaracing.com. Enza Racing would like to thank the following.
Spectra Dream Ocean track. Dash, have you tried this track? Have you tried racing on this track?
I have not yet, but after this, I think I'm going to have to, well, once I get back up, after I go back to sleep after this, because it is a very early morning here on the East Coast US, I'm going to have to give this track a try, because watching the last couple of races over this month have been incredible. And the deadly hairpin into Get Gnomed, I think, is going to be the real spot to watch. It has been... Yeah. I remember from the combat race, it had an effect on who's going to win race number 2 and ultimately the entire event. So that's going to be the section that our pros are going to have to be wise of during these races today.
That's it's a beautiful track. It has really, once you get the hang of it, you really enjoy racing on it. Especially the weave section is my favorite. And I'm actually more surprised that there were no crashes in the weave section. I think we had the minimum crashes there. Everybody was so good. It didn't feel like they will be able to handle that. But yeah, the blackout, there are multiple places on the track where you can black out. But, well, long time ago, when this track was new, I was 5th fastest on it. Now I don't know where I am. It's such a good track. Learning it and grinding that was fun. Few of the people who helped me out on this track are actually racing today, so this is very nice. As I said, it's a race for the big bikes, but it's also the race for the big cats, as I like to call them, the pro racers, because ICARUS class is mutually exclusive to the amateur Pfizer class. If you participate in the Pfizer class, you cannot race in the ICARUS. So all the big talent, the pro people, we were saving them for the last. So they are the icing on the cake. And this is going to be pretty awesome to watch, because we have the Nox, which is the fastest of them all. X1 Velocity has a better handling, but the windshield is just horrible. And then we have the most beautiful bike, the Pulse LX, which is also the bike that just won the poll. Wow. Who did you vote for, guys?
Let's get right.
Echo, Dash, who did you vote for?
I voted Origin X1 because I've had some fun with it recently, but I am technically a Mirai prototype test pilot and should have voted for my favorite manufacturer. I also just want to quickly loop back to what you said about the people that helped you learn Spectra Ocean and them being here. I want to shout out Jacqueline, who was in Twitch chat with you, Lens, while you were learning the track, giving you some advice. Jacqueline is just an amazing person in this community. Does racing tutorials, say if you want to get better at racing and GravLev racing, go check out Jacqueline's channel. He streams on Twitch as well, so give him a follow.
You reminded me of that when I was actually streaming that too. Jellyhead was also there that day. Herbie was also there. They were all cheering me on while I kept on crashing, and we had a tree named after me. So that was a beautiful experience. And Jacqueline is a Spartan, if you guys did not know. So just, he has to help out. He has to stand for the good, I suppose. Okay, so shall we have a look at the prizes now? DashMasters, please do the honors. Walk us through the prizes, please.
Absolutely. So now that we're in the track, let's go ahead and talk about the prizes. First place is going to get 3 Atlas Geos, and if you get those, immediately take them to Wicklow and get the Panthers put on them, because they are absolutely amazing. Trust me, they are great for worm hunting. The second place will be 3 of any Pledge racing suit of their choice, and third place is 3 of any Pledge GravLev paint of their choice. So those are the prizes. And it's almost time to take a look at our competitors. But to answer your question from earlier, Echo, I am between... I like the X1 as far as the bikes are concerned. It's just, I love the little cockpit overhang. But those are our prizes for today's race.
Yeah, welcome back again. Beautiful. I'm saying welcome back to the prizes, because we've had all these prizes being given out to all the winners from the last races. There are very good prizes for anti-gravity racing bikes. These are fantastic, and their theme absolutely matches up with the competition that we are running. Now, Jacqueline is saying that he learned the roar from Quelsar. Quelsar actually lives in sand dunes now, and I'm actually amazed by looking at the Spectra Dream Ocean circuit, seeing so much water. Quelsar, I hope you don't faint, man. We have so much water here as compared to Dune. So enjoy. This is a treat for you today. He plays Dune now all the time. Okay, so we have seen the prizes, we have seen the track. Now let's have a look at the grid. Let's look at the 3 teams that are competing today. Once again, let me remind you, there are going to be 3 races today, 30 minutes each. So 30 minutes first race, second and third. And all 3 teams are made up of 3 members each. They all need to race in 1 race each, and they all need to race every single bike. The result of the race will be decided by their collective time. Pretty awesome. Okay, let's start with, I'm gonna do the Southern Cross Alliance because that's my org. So starting on position number 3 is the Southern Cross Alliance, and my oh my, the race director has decided to be a rider now. So Gentleman Jazz is racing. And look at that, the trucker wants to be a rider too. So Euro Trucker is also racing. And of course, regular citizen had to race as well. So we have Gentleman Jazz, Euro Trucker, regular citizen racing for Southern Cross Alliance. Thank you so much, guys, for representing Southern SCA.
Let's go, SCA!
And the second team, I'll leave it for you, Dash.
And with grid position 2, I think any race we're talking about, this is the team that you're going to have to beat. Sanguis Luna, Liquid Prime, Jacketin, and Die Knightsman. Anytime you think Star Citizen Racing, Sanguis Luna is one of the names that comes to mind. We saw them race in the Crux Cup and were extremely successful in both races there. They were successful in the combat race earlier this month, and now they are here with the pros, starting from grid spot number 2. But with how we've seen them race before, Sanguis Luna, they're probably still the odds-on favorite, even though they are starting in second. And that takes us to grid position number 1, and I'll throw it back to Lens.
Number 1 position goes to the Punchnomies, our great friends, the fake gnome, Gerber the gnome, joined by Herbie the Sage. I have names for everyone. And Grant the Sandman. Well, I'm pretty sure he's racing for Punchnomies. He's not gonna be asleep on the track. Sandman will be pretty fast. So taking the first position is Punchnomies. Again, Sanguis Luna, Punchnomies, very strong teams, but you cannot count out Southern Cross Alliance because Gentleman Jazz, for I know for a fact, is extremely fast. So this is a good grid. And also, not crashing matters a lot. All right, so that's our grid. So we wonder what.
I also want to say Punchnomies were 2nd place last year in Anti-Gravity Racing League. Our first place team isn't here, not to defend. So they have a good chance in the running for this one. And Punchnomies, they also participated, got 2nd as well. And yeah, Sanguis, I think it's their first time racing in Grav Labs, so good luck to you, Sanguis. And also Southern Cross Alliance, first time in Anti-Gravity Racing League, good luck as well. But yeah, Punchnomies are here to defend their 2nd place and potentially go SS this time, so good luck.
Second year of Anti-Gravity Racing League, and different rules because we have to adapt according to the game, the way the game changes, because it's always fluid, it's always dynamic. Just as Zeusper Talk was previously asking the chat, is the flight model good enough for races now? I actually think it's pretty good right now, but EchoBit will be the right person to answer this question. But we always change according to the game, and the rules and regulations also change. Echo, is the flight model good enough for racing?
Yeah, so Grav Labs are a unique kind of setup in the game. They were created off the spaceships, so they inherit all of the properties that our spaceships get, like aerodynamics, weight, drag, all of that stuff is calculated. All of the thrusters are put in place just like a ship, in all 6 degrees, even if it's not necessarily needed in atmosphere. These bikes do work in space, so maybe one day we'll have a space-only Grav Lab racetrack as well. I would also love to try a hybrid one where you go from gravity to space at some point. That's on the cards for the future, but we're racing in atmosphere today on the LS system planet of Green and Arita Commander, and there, aerodynamics matter. So you need to reduce drag and all of your turns, smooth them out just like you would in a real car sim. And also manage your thrust. Make sure you are utilizing and trying to maximize your momentum through all of your turns, particularly the chicanes. That is where it's going to make and break these pro races today. And they will be very close together, yes, but the ones that have truly mastered the fast second chicane, the deadly hairpin, they will come out on top today. So that's what you can expect to see. And the Gravlevs are a single speed model, but within that you have all of the simulation, which makes it a very competitive, simulated racing game. So that's what you can look forward to.
And when engineering comes in, that will throw another spanner into the mix and we'll have to adapt again. Just a message for you, Echo, from Honorable Bandit. Echo bit is a lot louder than the rest, so please make us louder.
Hey, no problem. I'll turn myself down a little bit just so I sort of match everyone's volume. There we go. Thanks for letting me know.
Hey, Day Hotshot, welcome. Welcome. Day Hotshot is another VTuber, a good friend of ours. So welcome to racing. Very glad that you could join us. And also, if we have missed anybody who's in the chat, thank you guys. Cloud Subverse, yeah, he's also, yeah, glad you get to be in the chat as well. And with that, we are still waiting to launch into Winner Circle so that we can start doing the racing. But so until that time, we can keep chatting. I am just very happy that we have so much different range of bikes in anti-gravity racing now. Like, there are definite choices that we can make, and the decision that NZM made that you have to race every single bike. So pretty much, correct me if I'm wrong, throughout these 3 races, we did manage to race every single anti-gravity bike in the game, correct?
Believe so.
Every single one. Yeah,
that's
so there
very
are 5 bikes in Star Citizen at the moment. So like we even included variants like the X1 has 3 different variants, and then we've got Hover Quad, we've got the Noxes, and the Dragonfly, and that makes
Dragonfly.
up our lineup. There's a lot of hover bikes, even with variants, but we went through them all. I made sure to highlight each of them in the Anti-Gravity Racing League competition. So I picked ones that would be good for combat, separated those out into Astra, and then for our amateur class, I picked the 3 slowest bikes in the game, which worked out, and we had the basics one there, and now we've got the X1 Velocity here and the Prey. So we actually went through all of the X1 series, every single one had a purpose, and now today with the Pulse, the Mirai, Alex is coming out today, the non-combat ones, the Praise, and the Noxes, also highest top speed in the game. So yeah, we utilized every single one, and I like to keep that going whenever I can before things get too unwieldy, like say in Crux Cup, where we have so many ship choices, and we have to be really considerate of like, have we raced this before? You know, what do we do for the lineups? There's just so many choices to make. For example, the heavy class in Crux Cup, we always decide on a new industrial, non-combat, or mining or salvaging ship to lead that class. One year it was the Reclaimer, another year it was the Mole, another one the Raft. So each year we change it up and keep the competition interesting like that. But for now, we can use all the bikes. There's just enough to make an interesting competition, and yeah, they're very easy to get access to as well. Very cheap to rent an Arena Commander.
See,
and even in the PU, they are extremely cheap to buy. So I think everybody should have one of the Gravlev bikes just to try out at some point. Especially if you take one, you get a flat plane in Daymar. It feels real Star Wars on Tatooine, getting to ride that thing across the sand. We just need the effect of the sand kicking up RSI.
Yeah, we have beautiful water wake though. We don't have the sand, but
Yes,
on the Spectre Dream Ocean, that is just beautiful to look at. I wonder what you're gonna do when the Ranger comes into the game, Echo. Like, are we gonna have a special Ranger race?
we will. Okay, so the Ranger comes with 3 variants. There's a combat one, the TR with 2 guns on the front wheels. There's a cargo one, so we can do a delivery race with that. And we've got the racing version, an RC, which we can of course do a non-combat skill-based race. So yeah, you'll see the TR probably appear in Mountains of Mayhem. You'll probably see a non-combat vehicle race spin up, a Ignition Expo when this comes out, where we put the RC to the test. And then it will probably get its own dedicated competition, along with the Cyclone RC. A non-combat wheeled race is on our to-do list, and we'll get there, just like with the Anti-Gravity Racing League. Once of the wheels and treads, if there are dedicated racing treaded vehicles, will come online as well as those vehicles get released. We've got cameras, so I'm just going to switch us over to those. Speaking of that beautiful ocean, check this out.
And
here we are.
And we have for Punch Nomi's Gerbo the Gnome will be racing this race on the Nox. I'm just having a look at them. I'm just updating so that we know who's racing what. And then Knightsman is also racing the Nox for the Sangus Luna, and for SCA is Gentleman Jez also racing the Nox. So they're all going with the Nox on in the first race. Previously, in the last 2 races, we had a mixed bag of bikes. This time it's going to be the fastest bike in the game.
I know why we have to use the Polaris, but it will never stop being funny of seeing these tiny bikes and then that massive ship sitting at the start-finish line.
Big capital ship looming over like a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best ship to catch these bikes on the radar. A lot of troubleshooting went into that. Like that's the best way to track everything. Yeah, and Vardeen, that's correct, right? Like when the Ranger comes in, that will be the proper bike in the game, which is, yeah, we can literally call that a bike. Really, definitely looking forward to getting that. Also, talking about a little bit of the chat previously that there's not enough weight, and what Honorable Bandit is saying. They still keep fiddling around with the settings, and they're still fiddling around with the values, and so we are still not in our proper balance yet, I would say. Like yeah, some of the vehicles feel really bad, but hopefully with time we will eventually get there. It'll be very interesting to see how Ranger feels when it is introduced into the game.
I actually have a Ranger just sitting there waiting for it to be released. That was actually one of the first vehicles outside of my starter pack that I actually bought.
Oh.
So I'm patiently waiting for the Ranger to show up.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
you are in better luck than the people who got the Banu Merchantman. I'm pretty sure Ranger will come before that.
We'll see. I don't know. They keep saying the Merchantman is close, so
No,
maybe
they
next
never
time.
said that. They never said Banu Merchantman is close. No, don't give a lot of people false hope, Dash. But the Ranger, though, we saw the Ranger's model in one of the sitcoms, or was it Invictus, one of the years, you know, at the underground base where you have the displays. We did see Ranger in one of those years.
Yeah, the Ranger looks fun. I was interested in the bikes, especially with the plans for the ground vehicle base missions at some point, whenever we get to that, and being able to ride around on the bike and have a little bit of Twisted Metal Mr. Grimm action there with the bikes. But still waiting for it. I know they're trying to get things situated with the ground bike physics. I think is what they're trying to work on. And,
Green flag!
green
Green
already.
flag! We have the race going! We will get back to our very interesting Banu Merchantman chat, but at this stage we are looking at the 3 bikes making their way, and they look beautiful from where I am sitting.
Yes, they do. All 3 of them get through turn 1 all right in the positions that they start in. So it's Gerbo from Knightsman from Gentleman Jez as they head through the first couple of turns, and we're all clean so far as they head down the I was going to say the front straightaway, but the second straightaway for the first time tonight. Or this morning, wherever you are in this time zone.
We are on Stanton, but the winner circle exists in no time zone at all. The sun never sets on winner circle, so we are all equal right now. It's morning, or the sun is setting. I have no clue, but it looks beautiful. all the time. And we have Thunder Wolf right now to say thanks for those beautiful visuals, because he's right now chasing the lead party. Gerbil and Gnome, look how tight they are. Oh, brother, how tight are they? They're so good. The gap is not changing at all. The Gentleman Jess is somewhere behind.
No, Gerbo and DashMaster are spotting each other turn for turn here in the early goings. This has the setup of a real close race. Even now, Gerbo actually pulls out a couple of meters there through the last section of corners, but these two bikes are still close, and Jess bringing up the rear. But as we've seen over the last couple of weeks, anything can happen, and this order can get turned on its head real quick.
Let's have a. Do you think there will be some crashes today? These are pro racers. They're very good.
I think it's racing. You're going to see crashes anytime. You know, we've
If
seen
Max-
the pros in real life.
If Max
We've seen the pros
Verstappen
in
can
real
crash,
life.
so can they.
Absolutely.
Okay, they're right underneath me right now. They're entering the weave, and man, this is so cool to see such clean lines. They're giving each other a lot of respect. I am literally looking at Piastri and Lando Norris competing, and nobody's giving an inch.
Well, as long as we don't have any incidents like they had, we'll be good. Oh, wow. And as I say that, DashMaster threw it
Very
there
close.
to the inside, going through
Very close.
the hairpin.
Yes.
Just couldn't get the pass done.
No, there is. Let me check. Let me scan. No, there is no change in the lead, and the gap still stays. The gap is still like 100 meters or so. Oh, my apologies to, I think that was Oleg. Sorry, Oleg. I don't know if I was in your way or not. I'm trying to stay up in the air, not going too close to the track, and just following. And let's see. Hey, Gentleman Jess is not that far behind. One of them, either one of them, if they slack a little bit, if there's even a little bit of a mistake, Gentleman Jess is right there to pounce back on them. I think he went wide on one of the corners where the gap kind of created itself, but still, Gentleman Jess is still right there. They're coming to finish their lap number 1, and we will very soon see the gap between them. Here we go.
And fastest lap obviously goes to Gerbo the Gnome being up front. And then Gentleman Jizz is only 1.8 seconds, only 5 seconds between the entire field.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's close, and you can't really make a mistake. I mean, we expected this from the pros. As now
job.
DashMaster looks, or Gerbo looks to the inside. Sorry, that was Jez that looks to the inside of Gerbo. But could not get the pass done, so they stay side by side, heading through checkpoints 3 and 4 now.
Yeah, Chio, that's exactly what I'm saying. If Max can spin, so can they. That's exactly what I'm saying. Welcome to chat, Chio. So close, right? That's the pro racing. Beautiful job. Look at that. This is an alpha game, guys. Let me remind you that. This is an alpha game.
Almost side. And they were almost side by side there. Wow. Now they go into, I think this is checkpoint 6. Yes, it is.
Wow.
And Gerbo's going to keep the advantage, but Jez can get to the inside. No, couldn't get there. Gerbo shuts the door.
No, that's Gerbo. And, oh, yeah, you're right. That's Jez. Oh, sorry. Wow, that is so cool. I don't know when the lead will change. Will it change at all? This is another corner where you get a blackout very easy. Good that they just went past that. They're beautifully done. My God, what an amazing job by Oleg Lime. He's chasing these bikes. He's flying a Fury, by the way. He's flying a Fury.
Can I get some unmites and
Good
check for
job.
Oleg's camera? How good is that?
Oleg
Right.
is doing us
Awesome.
some amazing pictures here.
Day Hotshot, take that back. I refuse to read your chat comment.
Oh, we got changed for the lead. Jez got to the inside through the weave. Takes the lead from Gerbo, at least temporarily.
Is this pass done? Oh, no, he's good. He's okay. The weave, maybe something will happen. When they exit the weave, that's where the change can happen. The weave is pretty tight. To make an overtake while you're in the weave is very risky. Hey, Frozen. Welcome to the ICARUS Racing. Here we go. They're coming out. What an amazing performance. Whoa. Okay, now we are coming to the part where overtakes can happen. Looks like the lead is extending from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, it's definitely extending just by. It's about, I'd say, 500-600 meters between them so far, but.
All right. Wow.
It ebbs and flows as the race goes, and we're still early, so it's gonna be all down to.
This is only the second lap.
Yeah.
Oh, Frozen was always here. So my apologies, Frozen.
I love this camera angle, and with the racers being this close, especially with the pros, any mistake is gonna be magnified here.
Oh, I'm not getting my blips. Come on, show me who's who.
Race directing. I hope we're all having a good race. Hell yeah, Fred.
Okay, here we go.
All right,
Gentleman Jess in the lead, followed by Gerbo the Gnome.
3:16.
Wow.
We've seen so far on this course.
Amazing. Where is Knightsman though? There he is. I see him. Okay. There's a little bit of a gap, but then again, if somebody makes a mistake, we might again. Knightsman will join in. So right now, Southern Cross Alliance leading with Panchinomis in second and Sangus Luna in third. 2 laps complete. We have still a whole lot of racing to do. Jess is killing it at this stage. Fantastic job, man. He's our race director from the last 2 races, guys. For those who don't know, Gentleman Jess, since he was born, always wanted to be a race director. And he was a race director until this track was launched and he got the inspiration to become a racer. And now he is a very capable racer. As you can see right now, he's in the lead. Amazing performance.
Yeah, the pros are just absolutely setting this place on fire. I mean, Knightsman ran at 3:23 with an 8 on lap number 2. In any other race we had over the 3 we've had, he would probably have a pretty substantial lead. But today he's 11 seconds back because Jez and Gerbo the Gnome 3:16 with a 12 and 3:19.78 respectively. Absolutely blistering speeds.
It's very good performance. The fastest lap we so far had was from Diplomat. I think that was 3:18, if I'm not wrong about it. I think that was 3:18. I might be wrong. But look, and that was also not on a Nox though. Nox is very fast. So that was on an X1.
He did it on the X1. Yeah,
he did it on the X1.
Close to the X1 velocity, just a little bit slower. Maybe about 400 meters per second slower. And Diplomat. He's the owner of SCR.GG. Builds time trial websites. Of course, is into racing.
Very fast. However, he had a crash and that changed the texture of his race. So all they've got to do, Gentleman Jess, what he needs to do is just stay calm, not crash, not black out, and keep the lead, and keep doing fast laps, and just bring the race home. Very easy thing to do. Very easy. No, not too many things.
Yeah, it's always easy to say that.
Yeah.
Especially when we're sitting up here. We're not down there.
I'm sitting in my arrow. I can't chase them, so I'm just I'm just sitting there, not even flying my arrow.
Yeah, you can't keep up with these. No. Like, I'm watching these wonderful pictures that HMS Thunderwolf is showing us now. He's following Jez as we're getting ready to complete lap number 3.
But it's beautiful to look at.
Jez is just extending that lead that he has over Gerbo now. He is really starting to set sails, come to the start-finish line where our checker flag number 3 is waiting for us. Does he set another fastest lap? Not this time.
3:16, pretty much. This
3:16 with the 2, so still in the ballpark.
Very solid pace. 3:16.
It's like,
that's
wow.
Time trial pace.
I don't think I can call Gentleman Jess my friend anymore. He's a pro now. He's an absolute pro.
Hi, friends, Gentleman Jess.
Yeah.
He's upgraded.
I'll have to talk to him with respect from now on. And Gerbo is not slower. He's only 1 second behind Gerbo. If Jez slips up once, man, the lead will change. And Jez knows it, Gerbo knows it, and also Knightsman knows it. We know Knightsman is very, very fast. But his laps are 3:23, so he's losing ground because his last lap was also 3:23. this is the first race so far in this competition that every single second matters because they haven't had a single crash yet. We need some rain.
Would rain really affect Gravlev bikes?
No, but I'm just
know
trying
what?
to draw another
Visibility
Formula One.
might, the rain. Yeah, the wind. The dynamic wind that's coming affects the ships. So it affects
I've
the
seen some-
Gravlev bikes. Oh my god,
I've seen
I
some
can't
of that
wait
on
to see that.
Pyro. Yeah,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen some of that
My
on Pyro.
goodness.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of. It is coming through that electrical storm over where the worm is. It is very dangerous, and you've got to be on your toes when you're flying there. Much like what we're seeing here with the bikes. That lead's starting to come down just a little bit for Jez. Just ever so slightly. You just got to keep running the consistent times now because it is time based, obviously, to decide who's going to win this thing.
This is very, this is extremely, you can feel the professional racing. You can feel the difference. Nothing to take away from all the racers who have been racing so far, but this is something that is very motivating and very inspirational, especially when Man Fall Down is in the chat. Hey, good evening, racing legend. We need a storm. That's correct, Gio. That's all we need.
Yeah, a storm would be great, and we're seeing our pros go at it right now with just the base machines. We keep bringing it up, but when engineering gets here and you're really able to tune on the race vehicles, we're gonna see some times fall as far as the leaderboards when people start getting into everything into the engineering and the setups to make these bikes or ships or whatever we're gonna be racing go as fast as they can.
Very exciting. I mean, such amazing performance. Like they're neck and neck. They're on their pretty much going towards a second last checkpoint on lap number 4. And so far, consistent speed. I want to see what lap time Gentleman Jess and Gerbo put down. Is it going to be still 316, 317? Are they going to improve it? How much margin is there? Like, that's consistent performance. That's a sign of a professional racer, man. Wow. That is very, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so Jez actually lost some time there. It was a 317.6 to a 316.9. So the lead did come down by about a second that last time through, and Die Knightsman was still waiting for him to come across.
Yeah, he lost 1 second. And Gerbo was faster this time. Well, in Formula 1 terms, we will say Gerbo is putting pressure on him now.
Yeah, he's gonna
Very
be
cool.
He's gonna be applying that pressure now as Jez is gonna
He's
have to
trying to
start thinking
force a
about that.
mistake, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
yeah.
that's a need here, not just for this race, but for the other 2 races in general, because it is a total time. So any mistake in one race, any crashes that we see will have ripple effects through the entire event.
Yep. It also, if one of your team members performs really well, it also puts a different kind of pressure on you that you also need to perform well. Otherwise, it'll be like, we lost the race because of you. If these guys do it so well, not crash at all, the pressure is going to be on the teammates. I'm just saying. Wow. These are the fastest bikes, right? But that's where the team performance comes in. That's the twist. Beautiful twist.
Don't look now, but that gap between Jez and Gerbo is getting a lot smaller as the laps go on. And we've already seen it on the lap time, but I think Gerbo has found something, and Jez is going to have to be aware of that. Yeah, he's
somewhere
found
on the
something
track.
Somewhere on the
Yeah.
track.
Kev,
Somewhere.
I
He
remembered
knows.
to pull the cruise into the engine, and now it's suddenly working.
Aha! That's the trick.
Ah,
He stole my recipe. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to take a cool screenshot of these guys as they go past me, and I hope I'm not in their way. I don't think I'm in their way. I'm pretty much far away from... Oh, I died. Okay.
well,
Well, we
Commentator
do
down.
have... We have an official crash in the race. There you go. I'm happy to oblige.
The results can now be official. We're also
Well, Sir
halfway through
Prime.
the race. Keep it up.
Real racers don't point fingers in on the team. Beautiful words. But if I'm in that
I'm
team, I
with
definitely
Kelso
feel the
there.
pressure. Yeah. But as
Oh,
an
yeah.
individual race team, you know, the pressure is on to not let the team down. That's the thing. I mean, that's one thing common in all the racers. When you race at that level, you don't want to let the team down. But of course, if you're not crashing and if you're not making mistakes, that means you're not pushing hard enough.
Yeah, Gerbo's speaking of pushing hard, Gerbo's definitely closed down this lead. I think we're gonna have a battle for the lead here on this next lap because that gap was 3 seconds. It's now 2.3. It's gonna be around 1 when they come across start finish line here, and yeah, 1.2. So the race for the lead is on again as we start lap 6.
I hear you, Cloud. I was just trying to capture a good screenshot, but well, I was far away from the racing line, so I don't think this will be an obstruction for anybody. Also, I'm not flying an Asgard, I'm flying a very small arrow. Last time I'm making a reference to the last race because we were about to start the race, everything was ready, and there was an Asgard that crashed at the start finish line, and we had to restart the lobby. So,
Oh no!
it's just fun. Well, look at that beautiful view. Thanks to Oleg Lime for that.
I also want to say, Dai is not giving up. Like, as
No,
they
no.
came around checkpoint 4, across the line, he's still doing consistently. And that is important, winning laps.
Die
Yeah,
doesn't
die
say
with-
die.
No, he went a 3:24 his last time out, which obviously is not going to be the speed of our leaders, but you need that consistent lap time. And I think we had a crash. We did have a crash.
Whoa,
We just
gentlemen, Jess
just
had a
talked
crash.
about it.
We were talking about being put pressure on and make a mistake. We don't know what was the reason behind that crash, but we do have a crash from Gentleman Jess. That's gonna be a huge upset.
We were
Now,
just talking
was-
about how the crashes are going to matter, especially with the pros. You're not going to see many mistakes, and Gerbo was putting a lot of pressure on Jez, and we see it in real racing all the time when second place puts the pressure on. For those of you that played NASCAR Chase for the Cup, you hit that Intimidator button, you're able to get the leader into a mistake, and I think we saw Gerbo applying the pressure, and Jez made a mistake.
man, yeah, I need that button. The intimidation button. Where did that crash happen though on the track? Was it on the other side? So
Checkpoint
it was,
7 on the
checkpoint
first
seven.
checkout.
oh, because that's going to put a dent in the team time now. That's what I'm wondering about, because this also impacts the rest of the team. Okay, that's like if you want to crash closer to the start and finish line. That's the basic thing. But wow, this is a very long track. See, the strategy definitely comes into play. So now it's going to be Gerbo the Gnome in lead, followed by the Knightsman, and then it'll be Gentleman Jess. This will turn into damage limitation for Southern Cross Alliance now.
Yep, and Ty Knightsman was happy to see that. He's just running his consistent lap time.
Oh,
That's
hell yeah.
kind of what he was looking for. Run the consistent lap time, see who gets into trouble. We had one leader get into trouble. Now, will we see the second get into trouble? I don't think so, because Gerbo has a big lead now. He
Mhm.
can dial it back a little bit, but you still want to keep the lap times within that 3:18, 3:19 range for the cumulative time at the end of the event, but he doesn't have to push very hard right now. He's gonna have a big lead when he gets to the start finish line.
Yeah, and how much is the gap now? Here we have another lap finish. 6 laps for Gerbo the Gnome, and his last lap was 3:18. That crash, he did not waver from his line. Gerbo has still put down a beautiful lap time, 3:18.880, and Knightsman has still not finished his 6th lap. Let's see. I think he just is going to the start finish line. Beautiful views, Oleg. Great job, mate. And also to Wolf, who's our second cameraman. Knightsman finishes lap 3:23. He has picked up speed as well. Look, that's amazing. The difference between the two of them in total is only about 37 seconds. I think 37 seconds is the gap between the two of them.
Plenty of time.
The Knightsman had a crash.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's okay.
That's
Championship.
unfortunate.
Second, the place. Gerbil the Gnome definitely comes out winner so far, and we have around 9 minutes to go in the race. Wow. But the Knightsman kind of crashed earlier, so let's see. This will be very interesting. Again, these races do not disappoint. We again have strategy coming in, and I'm just seeing Knightsman joining the race now. Yeah, that will not put too much of a dent, but I'm wondering if Gentleman Jez will promote to second position with that.
Well, just
I think he
hit the
will.
start finish line now, and they're about 20 seconds between them.
So to Knightsman's total time so far was 20:30. Gentleman Jez is 21:22. So yeah, let's see what happens, how this unfolds. Well, Gerbil the Gnome, very safe, but he's not slowing down, man. He's still not slowing down. He's only slower by like 1 second. So he's been doing 3:16, 3:17, 3:18. So he's not relaxing. Because it's a team sport. We got 2 more races to go, and he definitely wants to bring the advantage to the team. Great job, Gerbil the Gnome.
Well, the faster he can finish this, the less pressure it takes off his other team members, especially now where his other 2 competitors have had a crash. Gerbil has not, and you can see on the left-hand side of your screen how much of a gap he has. Now it's just you can put in qualifying times to where his other 2 teammates in race 2 and 3, they won't have to push as hard.
Jez had another crash. Jez had another crash.
No.
Yep. Or maybe I don't know. I am seeing a lot of notifications on the screen that Thunderwolf has joined, Oleg has joined, so I'm not sure about that.
It
But
might be okay. I think if it's not the joined message, it's a crash.
yeah, it's not that.
When it has the no joined message. It'll
Okay.
be radar range that joins there.
Okay, I take it back. So we didn't have any of those problems. But Knightsman definitely crashed, didn't he? Yep. 7
Yeah, we
laps,
saw
6
that
laps. We saw that one, yeah. So 7 laps finished by Gerbo. Gee, man, he's fast. He's gonna finish 8 laps. We still have 6-7 minutes left in the race. Who's gonna finish next? Is it gonna be Jez or is it gonna be Die? Wow. Yeah, don't forget to jiggle those joysticks, guys. Do not time out.
Yes, put if you're singing a ship, make sure to put some rudder in it just to make sure that you're still awake, because this game will time you out.
Yeah. Okay.
Just great
Those are
shots for
beautiful
Gerbo here.
views. Beautiful. Nox is the safest bike when going over the rocks. Nox just does not collide with anything.
Yeah, I
Who are
think
we
when we see the
bringing?
Mirai Pulses come out, I think they're going to respect the rocks a little bit more, because that bike will definitely collide with a rock or a cactus. Ask me how I know.
We're still
First
waiting
of the great
for
ones to ride.
somebody from out of Sangus Luna or Southern Cross Alliance to finish a lap. We're still waiting on that. We still don't know who it's gonna be, especially because we don't have the markers. Here they come. They're coming together. Oh boy. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, the Knightsman and Gentleman Jez, they're racing together. If we have a cameraman on those, because Gerbo is very safe, Max Verstappen is all right. Let's take a look at the second and the third place battle.
Yeah, because second and third are within a second of each other. If we can find them on the racetrack,
Yeah.
I think Gerbo's gonna be pretty safe to bring this one home at this point. Looks like Oleg is going to go and look
They
for
are
him now.
going to checkpoint 3 and 4 right now, to the middle pole. That's where they are right now. Wow, I can still see them, and I'm at the start-finish line, and I can still see them so far away in the distance. What a beautiful game this is. Yeah, there they are.
Here
there
we
they
are.
are.
Here's our
Here
battle for
we
second.
go.
Yeah, right next to each other.
Look at that. That's the battle for position number 2 and position number 3. Keeping the action alive. Gentleman Jez, the Knightsman, Sangus Luna, and Southern Cross Alliance. This is pretty awesome. Yeah.
You just have the inside on this corner. Going to get second. Oh!
That was
The crossover.
beautiful. Oh!
We almost had another crossover.
Who is that in the third? It's the die. He was
I think
avoiding a
this guy that got
crash.
forced out wide there.
He was avoiding a crash there. It was just
Yeah.
elbows out, man.
It's still on for these spots back here. They're still on the same lap, and
Oh, so good.
as some NFL players would say, Jez put him in a situation where Dai had to make a business decision there, keep the bike together.
Because Dai had the inside line before that, and he was on the outside corner, and Gentleman Jess had the inside corner. Of course, Gentleman Jess was not going to give it up, just like Formula One. Dai had to concede, but he went off track for that to recover. If I read the situation correctly.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That was a situation where either I'm taking this corner or we're both going back to the pits. That's basically what happened there.
But Dash, I did not expect to see that kind of action in this kind of race. That is some good action. White flag.
It still matters for the timing, so you've got.
Jez was pushed out. Hey, Jez was pushed out, not Dai. So I saw, because we don't have markers. That's where this all goes wrong. So Jez was pushed out, not Dai. So advantage Dai. Well, the situation still stands. Dai had the inside corner where Jez had to do damage limitation. It's the same scenario. Names are different.
Yeah. So just flip the names on what I said.
Yep. What an amazing performance from Gerbo.
Yeah, he's going to have to go watch that back on the VOD later because it is smooth sailing for Gerbo the Gnome here.
We're going to have 9 laps finished, man. Wow. Gerbo is going to finish 9 laps in this race. We are under white flag. This is our final lap. And the battle for the second and third. Well, at this stage, Dai has come out victorious. And Gentleman Jess we will probably. So we started with Dai Knightsman. Oh no, we started in this same order that we will be finishing. Wow, but the two teams in the second and third position will be 1 lap down. That'll be the difference.
These guys are gonna get to go again. White flag is still running. And they're just passing the finish line right here. So they're gonna get to the finish.
They're gonna get another lap.
Get themselves another one.
They just because the leader couldn't finish before they could finish.
Yes, they're all going to be on the lead lap, which is good.
Yeah, lucky. But the time difference will still stay. There's pretty much a gap of 1 minute and 30 seconds right now between Gerbo and Dai. Very cool to see. Hey, Gentleman just kind of caught up, I think, on Dai on the last lap because the gap's not that huge. Oh.
The gap is smaller.
Yeah.
I think Jez is definitely going to have enough time to give it one more go for second as we're watching Gerbo again coming home to take a commanding victory in race number 1.
Only 6-second gap between Dai and Gentleman Jess at this stage.
And you can visually see it there too.
There, we can literally see it. We can see it. Gentleman Jess, this is the last lap for you. Just push it, mate. Push it. And same goes for Dai. Push it. Bring it home. Show us what racing on the anti-gravity racing bike's all about. Thank you for such amazing performance. You guys are so skilled. 07 to you guys. My best. Oh!
No, Dai got the rock. Or Jez got the rock.
Jez.
Disaster. That's his race done.
That's it. 1 lap down for SCA with this. But that was
tried to cut that just a little too close, and he caught the rock there on the inside.
And we had a great visual of that from the camera. That's when you know he was giving his 120%. He was just trying to save time on every single corner. And I am just like in awe. As I said earlier, if you're not crashing, you're not pushing hard enough. And Gentleman just pushed it to the limit today.
So Gerbo comes across the start-finish line to take race number 1. And Dai Knightsman is going to finish second here.
This will put SC at a huge disadvantage because they will finish 1 lap down now. Wow, what an upset. We still have 2 more races to go. Yeah. What happened to Jez can happen to some other team in the upcoming 2 races. So, jury is still out there and still between... but the Gerbo, what a beautiful advantage. We have to praise his amazing performance. His last lap was 320. So, he raced like between 316 and 320. Only like 4-second gaps. He never went slower than that. Amazing. Amazing. So good. Wow. And this is the race number one coming up, almost coming to a close. Oh wow!
Here comes Knightsman to the start. The finishing order won't tell the story because yes, they finish how they qualified, but there are a lot of twists and turns to get to this point.
Here we come. We're bringing it home.
We had a great battle for the lead at the start. We had some crashes. We had some collisions. It's a great run. And
thanks for the sub, Astria. And that's it. And that's a race done. Wow. That was a very, very, very cool race. Second position for Knightsman. That was a very cool race. A lot of excitement. Things were all... Not a single race has disappointed so far. This was a race number 6 in the whole series, and so far every single race was full of action. Great job. Southern Cross Alliances, this is their first time in pro racing, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, of course, last year they did not compete. This is the second, and so what an amazing performance. Next year, I'm pretty sure we'll see more pro racers, because even in the amateur class, we saw some great performances. But this race was absolutely dominated by Gerbo the Gnome. Jess was a lot of talent, and if we can have the camera on the Polaris, the whole staff and crew are in the process of crashing on Polaris, which is pretty much a tradition right now. And here I come to die on the camera. That's me. I don't know if I'll be caught on camera or not, but that's me. That was me.
Oh, there we go.
That's my salute to the amazing performance by the racers. Hey Wolf, is it a positive change for you flying today, or do you see that in a negative way? Like something about flying today feels different. Can't tell if it's just me or something changed to the game or ship. Is it a good change or is it a bad change? Negative change. Okay.
That's not good.
I didn't feel any difference. I was pretty much stable most of the race, so I can't give you a comment on that. Polaris is getting some liquid cooling. That's a good one, Dash. Yeah, this is a great event, man. This is a great event. Beautiful race. So much actions. I think 30-minute races are perfect for this. What do you think about that, Dash?
I think 30 minutes is a good even number for this. It gives you enough time for the race to develop, but it's not too long to where you can just pace it. You still have to keep pushing for every lap. And as we saw in this race, it caused a couple of mistakes. We like seeing the racers have to be in that position where they have to make a decision on how much are they willing to put on the line to get the fastest lap possible. And we saw that in these 30-minute races.
Wow. Just reading about Thunderbolt's comment, he says negative. He's like he felt like blacking out quite a lot more as compared to others, and even we were seeing that on the camera. His camera shake was I think Gerbo just went for a skinny dip, and so he was. It felt like he was facing out a little bit there, but I think it's just these bikes and professional racers who are just going absolutely fast. Maybe it's that. It has to be. So you're flying too high? It has to be faster. Ah, that's a cool... Yeah, don't go close to the sun. Beautiful racing. Great performance today. Congratulations to such a dominating performance by Gerbo the Gnome. Oh, wow. I bow down to that talent. Such good skill. And Knightsman, he just stayed there, consistent, finished the laps, did a good race for the team, and there's still the team can still put up a challenge in the upcoming 2 races. Gentleman just not so lucky, crashed out on the last lap, so the whole team is 1 lap down. So we shall see what happens in the next 2 races. Maybe one of the Sangus Luna or the Punch Nomis have a crash, which gives an advantage to Southern Cross Alliance. I think there's a 5-minute break right now between the races. We'll see what we're gonna do. We just, in the meantime, enjoy Polaris drinking some water.
Polaris needs a drink
Blins,
after all that.
what have you been
race
up to
we just saw.
lately?
Who?
Blins,
Me.
what have you been up to?
Oh,
Are you
I
working on
have.
anything?
Oh yeah. I've been working on a Star Citizen animated video, which I've been streaming quite a lot, and I have finished it all. It took me 2 months to do it. So I took the CitizenCon, the one that we had last year. I took the audio from that, from day one, and I've put my own spin on it, and I'm animating everything. So it's all the same people. You know what I'm talking about, Echo, because you're a big part of that video. you guys were all there, and I did a lot of that on my live streams. And whoever is chatting with me in the stream, I put them in that video. So there's going to be a lot of the names we all recognize, and they're all in there in that video. So that's my next project.
I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. Yeah. I love the mission of my community in Star Citizen. Jumping and doing some filming as a creator myself. And yeah. You like
Yep.
it especially
It's
unique, artistic,
it's very
creative,
cool.
and awesome.
Yes.
I'm excited.
And the thing with
DashMaster.
oh yes, let's go to
What have you
DashMaster.
been up to?
Well, I have been getting the podcast, The Extra Mile, has been continuing as we are getting into the brass tacks of the racing season. We're almost done with IndyCar, and actually we just had an IndyCar race yesterday. Joseph Newgarden led that one for a good bit, but could not bring it home. Pato Award ends up winning in race number 100. NASCAR is going to be at Sonoma this weekend, which is probably going to be another Shane Van Gisbergen win, unless they figure out how to actually muscle him out of the way. And we were talking about it a little bit at the start, Lens. There's a lot of news in Formula One that is yet to break, but it's getting to worst kept secret territory. That Max Verstappen will be moving on to Mercedes next year.
Actually, Echo, can we have a poll for is Max going to Mercedes next year? let's see what the
We can
chat
get a
has to
poll
say
for
about
that.
it. Yeah, hey Gerbo, welcome to the chat, mate. You were so good today. Amazing performance. I don't hold it against you that you're a fake gnome. Okay, wonderful performance. Beautiful to see your lines and the performance. And same for Dai. Dai is not here in the chat. Please tell him that we loved their racing, and I'll tell personally to Gentleman Jess that he was amazing today. Great job. Okay, do we have a poll now? Max to Audi? No way. He's not. I think Audi just refused Daniel Ricciardo. I was reading about that.
Well, there's
Thumbs up.
Daniel
The
might
bees are
be
happy.
running for the Cadillac seat next year.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's really good news that Audi is coming in. They are a very, very powerful team in Le Mans. And well, I'm waiting for the Toyota to join. I think Porsche has also announced that they will be joining Formula One as well. But yeah, I want to bring Toyota in.
Well, Toyota is kind of back with Haas, but they said they probably won't go further than that technical alliance. But never say never when it comes to anything in racing.
But also, Dash, if you have so many teams in Formula One, that's going to be a problem.
Well, we need
That's
more
going to be a big.
seats, but
Yeah,
I think the Concord agreement is out to 13.
They need to change the cars. Like they're too big. Just like most of the tracks are so obsolete. Like just your qualifying is your end result pretty much. So it's just, unless you have rain on the race day, but yeah. But
the good news is they're supposed to get smaller next year. The bad news is the engine power may not be there because of some of the components they're getting rid of in the hybrid. So we'll cross our fingers.
Well, yeah.
And there come cameras.
Oh, hello.
It's us. Look, we're real
hello.
We're real.
We're still here. We're not
here
lying
to
on our.
exist.
Yeah, we're not lying in our bed, guys. Come on. So, yeah, we are actually sitting on a chair looking at. How many screens do you have, Dash?
I've got 2 here. I need
Echo?
to get my 3rd back.
How many screens do you
I've got,
have?
3 at the moment.
3 from me. So we are looking at collectively 6, 7, 8 screens. My math is bad. We are not, no, Quelsar, we are not a simulation. I mean, I don't know, maybe this whole thing is a simulation, but what an amazing simulation will that be? If it's a simulation, can the simulation masters please finish Squadron 42? Please.
Hey, that's not far away now. Like next year, and it's here. That'll be here before we know it. I can't wait.
Is that the
so excited for that to come out.
simulator master's way to torture us mortal beings, or torture us in our simulated state? Foxen is correct. Soon. That's the mantra.
Well, we
Williams
do have a
has turned it
CitizenCon
around.
coming up, so hopefully we'll actually get the date that we've been waiting for.
Speaking of CitizenCon, we do have a scheduled racing event coming up, the Crux Cup Stellar Endurance Championships, and then a week after, the Crux Cup Cargo Olympics. For the first time ever, we are running a physical load-unload cargo race across the verse, including delivery challenges and professional racing. So stay tuned for that, because at the end of the stream, we'll talk all about the pro side of the competition, coinciding with this pro race. We'll go into the details of the Stellar Endurance Champion and what you can expect to see there, what's up for grabs, and how the event format is going to differ from our team-based Hux Cup earlier in March. Oh, we got cameras again. Let's have a look at our cameras as people form up to make the grid of our next race number 2.
There we go. The racers are coming in. And now looks like an X1 velocity now. Did the teams just made a pact together that let's race the same bike in every single race? Because it looks... Oh no, there's a Pulse there. I think that's a Pulse in the lead.
It looks like we have 2 Pulses and an X1 because we've got Grant Sandman, Jacketin, and regular Citizen in this one.
I have never seen Sandman race before. Has he raced before, Echo? Can you tell us a little bit about the Green Sandman?
So Grant the Sandman is one of Gerbo's best friends. They were the first to... they were the first in time trial races for Moe Thermos last year at Anti-Gravity Racing League. They placed the best time on the track, scoring themselves pole position last year. And then they finished very strongly as well with Punch Names, with Gerbo, and they took home 2nd place last year. So Grant, he only comes out for the Gravlev races, so he's here today to defend his 2nd place ICARUS title with his team members. Not to be underestimated, Grant is a very, very good Gravlev racer.
And Grant is actually starting on the pole, obviously, on the grid position number 1 in a Pulse LX. So, well, that's the most beautiful bike. Also the winner of the poll today. Oh, what happened? The bees are happy are winning. Come on. Come on. That option was... That's how you rig a poll, Echo, with that, putting the bees as an option.
Look, I understand my chat and my community, so you gotta have that option here at NCR. It is just... It's... The bees are happy is such an iconic thing. It's such a... We love the bees. We love bees, and if the bees are happy, we're racing happy.
Okay, so the top B is Grant in the Pulse. The second B is Jacodin, the Spartan, in the X1 Velocity. And the third B is Regular Citizen in a Pulse LX. So that's our grid for now.
We almost got the race Oleg official there. I think he got into one of the spires a little bit.
Ooh.
On the camera. I saw Oleg kind of
Oh,
I think
so
he may have
many
gotten the
bees.
spire back here, but he's good.
Okay, well, I hope it wasn't me that did something. I was just scanning all the racers so that I can have the pips. Oh yeah, there's a lot of bees in the chat. Hello, welcome bees. I love riding the X1 around this track. It just feels nice to ride. I did say that it has a very good handling. Bees, bees, bees.
And green, green, green. Here we go. Race number 2.
Okay, wow. We don't kid around today. It's just spot on. Race, race, race.
I don't think the racers realized we were going either. They were a bit delayed there, but here we go.
Grant is still their regular citizen, and oh no, Jacko has already taken the lead. Wow, ho, 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 ho. Wow. Jacko is in the lead. Grant is second, followed by regular citizen. Okay, that's quite a start. That's exactly what happened in the last race, but that was Gentleman Jez in the lead.
Let's do the first couple of checkpoints for the first time, and it's close between our leaders again. So it's almost a replay of the first couple of, replay of the first race. But you got to watch that Mirai Pulse, because that, again, not Mirai Pulse, sorry, the Mirai LX, because that bike tends to struggle with the rocks. So I have to watch that as this race goes on. And we've already had a crash.
Incident. Going over 30.
Just off camera, regular hit there on the chicane number 1.
Oh, the FPS. Yes, so that's another regulation we have, that all the racers have to set their FPS to 30 by using the console command. And all our racers are actually streaming their point of view for the racing officials to keep an eye on things. So we just had a call out. Who was that call out for? That they have to fix
That
it?
was regular citizen. So
That's with
he
regular
was
citizen.
third at the start, so he's going to fall back.
They need to do the tilde key, tab console, put the max FPS is equal to 30, something like that. That's the command. Yep, very important, because it gives you a huge, not huge, but of course in a pro race that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and that's going to be unfortunate for Southern Cross, because remember, Jez had the 2 crashes. Now he had regular citizen having to stop for the officials' command there. So it's going to put them behind even more, even early in this race. However, though, it's still 27 minutes left, and we know that there's going to be some crashes, especially if the leaders start putting pressure on each other. So it's not over yet.
Right now, it doesn't look like this. Is that regular citizen we are following? No, it doesn't look like that's regular citizen. Let's see who was Jacko. Yeah, Jacko is in lead. Was it? Is it Jacko in lead? Jacko is in lead. He has pulled away from Grant, and little bit of a margin there. It's not a close chase right now. It's Jacko is doing the Spartan thing right now. Wow. Well, that was expected of Jacko.
Yeah, Jacko did put the hammer down in that X1 early. And Thunderwolf giving us confirmation that that is Jacko, and he has gotten out and gotten gone here, because they do have time that they have to pick up from the second race. And he comes across the line, Jacko in 324 to start. Obviously, they will get faster as we go on, but at 324, 5 seconds between him and Grant, and regular citizen still needing to complete lap number 1 after fixing his FPS limiter.
So regular citizen is a female.
Oh,
what an amazing performance,
though. We got some girls
though.
racing today.
Yeah, and so that's the Southern Cross Alliance team: Gentleman Jez, regular citizen, and Euro Trucker. So Euro Trucker and regular citizen, they're both female. That's beautiful. I like it. Great job, girls.
I also want to point out that the X1 velocity has a top speed of 221 meters per second, which is what Jacobin's racing in, and the Pulsar Max is 218. So there is a speed advantage for Jacobin in this race, which will then get flipped for the teams in the next race. So right now, Jacobin should have clear front path and pole position for this race. and just needs to press that advantage as much as he can before the other X1 velocities come into play and are battling it out at that speed together.
And you can see that difference on Oleg's camera shot. It's Jack has just walked away from Grant in the last couple of corners.
The difference is not that much, only 3 kilometers per second. Is it meters per second?
It is meters
Yes,
per
meters per
second.
second.
It's
So,
meters per
yeah,
second,
it might
right?
be
Yeah, it's
3,
meters per
But
second.
over the lap,
Over a
of,
distance,
like a
yeah.
330 lap, the distance
That's correct.
it adds up.
So, Jacko's first lap was 324, and Grant did it in 329. So, 5 seconds gap he's created. The second lap will give us a little bit of more insight into this. Like, is really Jacko gonna keep that advantage? Because we saw in the last race, like even though all the bikes were the same, the difference between the races was 2-3 seconds. So it also comes to the skill. Like, yes, Jacko is an advantage, but he has to pull away. He has to use that advantage. Because that time is very awesome, 324. Or Noxus were doing 316. That was
Yes.
the fastest? Yeah, that was the fastest, right? But then they dropped to 321, somewhere there. But then Gerbo stayed between 316 and 320. So yeah, but that's Nox. Very fast.
Yeah, I don't think Gerbo ran that 320 until the end. Which
So-
makes you wonder
Right, and
what
I can show it to you here
difference-
actually. So we've got Jacket in here, the X1 velocity, just passing going into the straightaway here, but not far behind. Also just coming onto that straightaway is
Yep.
Grant. Like I wasn't, and now you can see and believe that Grant is a good grav lev racer.
Yeah.
He's keeping up with an X1 velocity,
Yep.
not far behind at all. You can see Oleg the camera just in front. That's where Jacket in is. Grant is incredible.
Fastest lap goes to Jacodin with 320. There we go. He's upped his game a little bit. And 325. There we go. Grant hasn't lost much time. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Skill matters. So that's where Jacko has to use it as advantage and get away and bring some good times back home. Or it's just Grant is just exceptional. We're waiting for regular citizen to finish their second lap. The first lap was 350, but that's also because they had to do the console thingy to sort out their FPS. Our staff is just doing their job diligently. That's a shout out to the staff for keeping an eye on that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 339.7 for regular citizen.
That's another pulse.
Yes.
339.
That's Grant there. Is Jacket in again?
So good.
So Jackins pulled
Still
out
very
another
close.
5 seconds, but it doesn't mean he can rest. And we got a director's comment. Emotes in the chats for the Zoom and Racers from Fedical. So get those emotes in the
got
chat, everybody.
Yeah, there's a note going.
Come on, Fedacol is our race director. Come on, we gotta talk about Fedacol from Turbo Corporation. Great mate of NC Racing. It today has been promoted to race director because the race director was racing today. Fedacol, cheers, man. Let's give you some emotes. Yes, you ask, we shall deliver. I am sending you some Artimex armors in the chat. Also, Ninetails don't want to be behind, and they're also joining the party. Thanks for being a very cool race director to the Fedical.
The shot of
I see Frozen
Believe
emojis from Frozen, extra emojis from Kelsa, Southern Cross Alliance from Cloud, thank you Cloud, and these from Draconis.
The bees are happy to die. Die.
That's Shay.
Jack
Fed is an
didn't hide.
experienced race director. He's helped me out before in previous races too. So good to have you back, Fed. Thanks for helping us out today. Die! Good race! Welcome into the chat.
man,
We
watching
praise
these, watching the Mirais go through the rocks.
Yeah,
so
Pulse
nervous.
is just very finicky. Oh wow, that was spot on, man.
That was
Spot on.
close.
That was tight racing there. Very cool. Look at that. Very tight corners. Is he gonna go through the rocks here, or is it regular citizen we're looking at, or are we looking at Grant right
This is
now?
Grant.
This is
and then
Grant.
We'll go back to Jacqueline again.
There
Jacqueline
we
just
go.
finishing the straight as well. Let's see if it's another 5-second gap here.
Fastest lap goes to Jacqueline 3:23.91. Those are like pretty much the same time, just a little bit of difference in the 3 digits in the end of the very long number.
Yeah, he's got the consistency going, which is good for them as we're waiting for Grant to come across.
And same from Grant, he's still sticking 3:25, 3:26, only 1 second gap. Ho ho ho. Wow, he's not letting it go. So the total time for Jacko is 10:05, and the total time for Grant is 10:20.
Yep, it's about a 15-second gap between the two.
Yeah.
So Jack is starting to put the qualifying laps in now for the X1. And we'll see regular citizens' time in a moment, but Jacqueline continuing to put the fast laps in.
Yeah, lap times of that pulse, that GIF and that emoji is correct. That's spot on, Herbie. That's Grant the Sandman not being asleep. Wow. Well, Sandman has done his job. Grant has put all the fish on the Dream Spectra Ocean track to sleep today with that blistering speed on the pulse.
So regular citizen 3:39 with a 10, her fastest lap. So everyone running. So we had 2 bikes with their fastest lap there on lap number 3. While Grant ran his fastest lap on lap number 2.
Great performance. I'm just hoping for some close battle. Like we got to see in the first race. That was so cool to watch. Come on, somebody catch somebody up. Give us some racing action. They're quite spread apart right now. There's a gap there.
Apparently,
got some
Grant
very
was
big
gaming
gaps.
before this and is riding a high from killing Dankov Chugoff at Han Solvan. Wow. What a way to go from that to slaying lap times on a false LX. Incredible. Keep it up.
It's just, yeah, we have different bikes and different speeds. Otherwise, we would have close battle. I'm so thankful for that everybody raced the Nox in the first race. Thank you, guys.
I'm wondering if
Appreciate
that was intentional, just with how the speed discrepancy between the Nox and the other couple of bikes.
Yeah.
But now that we're seeing what the lap times are with the X1 and the Mirai LX, I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't a gentleman's agreement to get that one out the way at the same time.
True. And then they were like, yeah, you can choose whatever you want to race in the second and the third race. We still have Liquid Prime to come and race in the third race. We still have Kelly, Euro Trucker to come and race, and Herbie to come in. So we will have an action-packed race. And as you all know, I'm a bit of a... I can see in the future, I can tell you we will have 2 X1 velocities in the next race and 1 Pulsar X1. Count my words.
Jack in another fast lap, 320 with a 320.052. He is cooking on the Spectre Dream circuit right now.
He's making gains in tenths of seconds there. He's sticking to 320. Very consistent.
Grant found 2 seconds somewhere on that last lap, 324. So he's not giving it up. He's trying.
Brilliant,
Pushing
man.
that
That's
fast
so
as it can
cool.
go.
That is so cool. Normies are definitely, they brought their barbecue out today to cook this all the 3 races. Wow. Sangus Luna But great job, Jacko, today. And then it'll be up to Liquid in the next race to if Liquid Prime can put down the consistent times for on the pulse. Very
Has he
cool
crashed
race.
with Grant? We'll see in a minute. Oh
Oh.
yeah,
Oh, no.
Alex looking at it
Oh.
on this pole. Kick 1.5.
Oh. Oh. Okay, that's an upset. So that'll be an advantage to Sangus Luna and Southern Cross Alliance.
Yeah.
But that's not too far into the lap, to be honest. This
Not
will be
too far,
definitely this will be an advantage to Southern Cross Alliance for sure. Oh.
Well, yeah, that's going to get regular citizen up to second, but it won't be as
Yeah.
much of a hindrance had it happened deeper into the lap for Grants.
Yep. That's true. The championship is still on. That evil pole. My god, that evil pole. I'm gonna call it the Sandman pole from now on. Be careful of the Sandman pole. Somebody's just crossing that. Oh yeah, it's the regular citizen. She just went past the Sandman pole. It helps to have corners names like that, you know. I tell you what's been happening. It's that Jacodin has been paying his respects to the lens tree, and the lens tree has been kind to him today. And Gnome did the same.
Citizen also got the pole. At this time at checkpoint 2, but still going.
Did they?
Oh yeah, you know, this is them here on the screen.
No, but,
Regular still
I
going.
act-
Their bike might be damaged after their collision.
I actually saw Nicole, regular citizen, just go past that pole, and there was no collision at all.
May have been
Oh, well.
on their side. The server might have been nice to them.
Hmm. We also have the gentleman Jess trees now, where he crashed.
Chicane, turn number 2. That is now the juice tree.
Love some desync. Yep. That's right, Foxen.
Ooh, Jackson lost a second.
Yeah, it
on
was
that
a
last
tree.
lap.
Callie is correct because I did see them pass the Sandman pole. There was no incident in the Sandman pole. It was another tree, which hit regular citizen. Thanks for that, Callie. We have still got close to 13 minutes of this
Oh, no,
race to
Grant
go.
just crashed.
Yeah, I thought. Yep. I was just because I had that Grant just joined, and I wasn't sure was there a crash. Now this race is also gonna become exciting now. Jacodin, however, has already finished 5 laps, and no change. Still doing, but his lap was 1 second slower, 3:21. And Grant, we don't know who's gonna be coming on top because this gonna be regular citizen. They're coming. I think. Who are we looking at here? Oh, it's very
We're
hard.
looking at
without the
regular right
markers.
now. The pink
That's regular.
Michael
Okay.
selects.
Okay, that will give them a
Big
huge
ramp off the
advantage.
rock.
Yeah. I suddenly thought we were in GTA.
Plus 10 star points.
Thank you, Foxen, for the lots of love in the chat for the announcers and the camera crew. We thank you so much. We accept your lovely emojis.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And I definitely appreciate it. I'm running on very little sleep, so I'll be getting
doing
some
great,
coffee
Dash.
when this is over. This is a lot of fun.
Dash, move to the right time zone, and
I'll
we can
try.
chat about Formula One all the time.
Yes.
No, we're
Because
the
I love
ones
chatting
winning
with you
for me.
about Formula One.
We'll just pedal Australia and move it closer to America.
I
so
just paid off my mortgage, Echo. I'm not moving.
I don't even want to think of the cost to even try to move over here.
Yeah.
So, you just
Yeah.
stay there. I'll come there. Oh, a Grand
Yeah.
U24 as well. But yeah, Jacket in now with all the chaos behind him.
Very
just
true.
Running consistently. He's pulled back to a 321 with a 1. So I think he's just running this one out. It's going to be a pretty good swing as we go into the winner take. Well, I don't want to say winner take all, but the third race here in just about 10 minutes, give or take 5 more after that.
Well, the championship is definitely on. Definitely on now. Because Gerber for Punchinomis was so good in the last race. And now Grant is struggling a little bit with those crashes. So that keeps the Sangosuna Vijayakudan in contest for the number 1 position. If there were no crashes for Grant, it was going to be advantage, Nomis. But now we will have competition.
And
yeah, let's all
not outside of it either. So it's still going to be close going into the third race.
I agree with Quelstar. Let's just go to Thailand. I agree. It's beautiful there. Thailand, Taiwan, Philippines. Great culture. Great food. Let's go.
Yep, so Jacket now down into the 321s. So he's slowed down a little bit, but I wonder if that is by design at this point, as it's about 2 minutes to second. I think Grant is close to a full lap. I think close to a full lap down now with the pair of incidents. So Jacket might just be pulling back the reins a little bit, as we're now 8 minutes to go in race number 2.
An awesome job by Regular Citizen. That's very good performance. I think is it Regular's first race, Echo? Is this the first time she's participating?
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to shout her out as well. Same with Yochaka, who is one of the Enter Racing community members. He helps me a lot with the behind the scenes organization of the orgs and content creators. Out here today racing, regular as well. Good friends of ours. Thank you so much for coming out, forming this team with Jizz. Because Jizz wasn't sure if he was going to make it into this competition.
Oh.
And then you guys suddenly showed up and said, we'd like to run too. So thank you.
Yeah, huge thanks. With the more people race, the better for us. And I'm always a proponent of, like, yes, we need to have a dedicated racing team in Southern Cross Alliance. Like, have a pool of 6-7 people who can, based on their time and availability, can always pitch in, race in all the events. So it's really good. Thank you, Regular Citizen and Callie, Euro Trucker. Glad that you guys are racing. So a Regular Citizen has been doing the laps, like 3:39 was the fastest on the Pulse, and 3:51 was the last lap. It's good. They're bringing it home. We still have around 7 minutes in the race to go, and Grant is yet to finish 6th lap, which is, I think, just now. We shall know. No, was that not Grant?
That was regular?
Oh, that was
Grant in a
Nicole.
bit.
Okay. So Grant had 2 crashes so far, right?
I believe
think
so,
just
yes.
One... Yeah, 2 actually. Yeah, 2.
2 crashes for Grant. The one is at the Sandman pole. The second one, I'm not sure where that happened. But yeah, it kind of
Thomas
also.
says yes.
Yes. Thank you, Draconis. Valar Doharis. Sandman pole right now on the on your stream, and the tricky rocks. Ooh, the desync. Did you see the desync?
Yeah, I saw that. Kicked off to the left there on the camera.
The simulation
This is
gods are
video?
not running the simulation
I figured
properly
out.
today.
They have the Star Cushion, the pink paint on their Pulsar legs. Yeah, Cuddy.
We need a close-up of that for marketing purposes.
Yeah, get us some close-ups again when they finish.
After the race, yes.
Yes, after the race. Please do not hit a
After the
tree
race.
After the
or a
race.
pole.
we just crossed the Gentleman Jazz tree. Very jazzy tree, that one. Did you know, Jazz? We have named a tree after you. This actually helps me to remember the tracks. Otherwise, I cannot remember the checkpoint numbers at all. Grant still hasn't finished 6th lap. My God, the gap is growing. This can bring Southern Cross Alliance into contention. Oh, he just finished 6th lap.
Grant just finished 6th lap
Just
now.
finished. Yeah.
Ooh.
Look at the
Yeah,
gap
Southern
between
Cross is
regular
back in
citizens.
this now.
Yeah, 22:30, and for Grant it's 24:35. So how many minutes is that? 3 minutes? No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes gap.
Yes.
Wow.
And to see you, Jason chat.
Good job, regular citizen. Keep it up. Keeping up. And let's not forget Jacqueline, who's just doing just an amazing job and just has disappeared into the horizon. He's being the Max Verstappen today. Jacqueline.
This is
Yeah,
him
Jacqueline
right
has
here.
just disappeared over the horizon here. We should be
Finished 7
we'll
laps
get
so
another
far.
lap in here. Trying to time it out to see how close we are to the finish lap, but we should get at least another lap in here, which is going to be important for the lap count going into race number 3.
So Jacko is very consistent. 320, last lap 321. So only a margin of 1 second. Very happy. Sangosuna will be very happy with that. Pretty cool. But the Punchinomi's race has come into a little bit of trouble there with Grant getting 2 crashes. But things happen. That's racing. Even though it's sad, but that's what gets us excited when the races become contentious. Here we go. Somebody's finishing another lap. I wonder who is that?
I think they may have been regular citizen because she's now
7
up on
laps?
lap number 7.
Yeah, so 3:43 that one. 26:13. So let's see if Grant catches up and removes the gap of 2. Last time the gap was 2 minutes. We wonder how much the gap will be now. The sun is still trying to set and still hasn't set yet. It's the efforts going on. And this is the Sandman pole, which regular citizen will be crossing. Will be one
Jacqueline's
more
gonna get the
only.
white flag this time, so this is going to be the last lap.
Look, there you go. White flag. Herbie the Sage with wise words there. The timer will be 0 out around 50 seconds before finish. He's got his calculator out. Gotta give a shout out to Herbie as well. Sometimes Herbie comes out. I mean, especially in the Crux Cup, he also became one of the officials to keep an eye on the track. So pretty much everybody, if somebody's available in the racing community, they are happy to come out and help us monitor, become the racing officials. Oh wow. So we were just watching Oleg chasing the X1 of Jacqueline, and now we have Wolf chasing both of them. We only have 2 cameramen today, right? Wolf and Oleg?
Only 2.
The 2 are mighty. The mighty 2. Pretty good. Cloud today is on the chat duty. Cloud, if you're there, post something in the chat. Say it for me. Guten Stefan. Most of us did at least 1 role for NCS officials. Farakul says that. Fed, you have done way more than that, bro. You have done way more than that. Because Echo is always praising you. Okay, what kind of camera angle is that, Oleg?
Oleg got into a tree, I think.
Do we have to name this tree after Oleg?
That whole island is Oleg Island now.
It's Oleg Island now.
Oleg doesn't go easy way. He just crashed into the whole island there. Wow, beautiful racing lines. I have to praise the graphics of this game. Look at the wake. Quite into the distance, you can see it's so much realistic. Entering the weave right now. Very challenging section, this one. It's a beautiful section, very satisfying to race through. Guys, the guys who are racers here, can you tell me what are your favorite sections in this track?
Oh, it's Oleg official.
Yep. Oleg
the results will now
denied.
be declared official.
Oleg has denied us that pleasure in the last 2 races. Thank you, Oleg, for at least crashing once in the whole anti-gravity racing league. It was Huru who was doing the job for you in the last 2 races, and Huru is not with us today, I guess.
Aru is busy today, but we will have them back next time, 100%.
Yep.
They're actually
Who's-
looking at entering Crux Cup Stunner. They're one of the few people that are posting time trials right now on our new
Yeah,
track.
I saw that.
I believe
saw
they're
that.
number 1, Super Dragon Tofu Run, and they are second, not far off Fresh, on MB Ghost.
And let me tell you, Cloud here, Cloud Subverse, Guten Steffen. Cloud is brilliant as well. Oh, we have a checkered flag. Jacodin has just
Jacodin
finished the
comes
race with
across.
9 laps. Quelsar's favorite section is the finish line. Okay. Completely unbiased favorite section of the track is the jelly islands Jelly had made. Yeah, okay. Understood. The very first turn. Wayne likes the very first turn. You mean that turn around the island, the right-hander? So Jacko has finished 9 laps with very consistent times. Every single lap, the time gap has been between 320.052 and 321.312. Those were all Jacodin's all laps. Very consistent performance, and 9 laps completed. Regular Citizen will also complete 9 laps. Hopefully, let's not jinx her. Their fastest lap was 334. And which was the last lap? Their last lap was the fastest lap. And then we have the gentleman Sandman, who will finish 1 lap down. Yeah.
All to play for now in the third.
So it's gonna come down to the last race between Southern Cross Alliance. No, actually, we have a bit of an upset because Nomi's finished first in the last race. Sangustuna finished second. In this one, Sangustuna has come first, and the Nomis are finishing last. So, I don't know how the math's gonna go. My maths is pretty bad. Quelsar? Oh no, Herbie. What's your word on it? You are the calculator, man.
So Grant has finished third, and just with how the races are spread out on the course, Grant actually finishes up before Regular Citizen, but Grant will be 1 lap down to Regular.
Exactly.
Regular finishing up her last
But
lap
the
there.
timing will matter. Overall timing will matter. I mean, it's not the laps that will matter. It's just the collective timing will matter. Like, what is the gap? So, yeah. Let's see. I mean, the laps do matter. Obviously matter, because 1 lap down is 1 lap down. But that kind of brings both Nomis and Southern Cross Alliance on the same level, isn't it? Because Gentleman just finished 1 lap down. So now they're on equal ground.
Gonna be all to play for in the third. Oh,
Something.
I think there was a collision there. I think we lost.
Oh!
Regular. Oh, Regular is
Regular.
still going.
Go. That way. Yep. That's the right side. Oof. Wow, Regular Citizen had such a clean race so far. And just, I think I jinxed it. The jinx, it's the Lens Nation
jinx
curse, I
is
suppose.
real.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for the next race. My abacus is stuck and doesn't slide anymore. I hear you, Quelsar. I hear you. Okay, that's Regular Citizen bringing the race to the finish. Wow. So Gerber the Gnome finished 9 laps in the Nox. Sandman will be finishing 8 laps. Knightsman finished 9 laps in the Nox. Jacodin is finishing 9 laps, so that puts Sangusuna 1 lap ahead of Punch Nomis. And the Southern Cross Alliance finished 8 laps. Now, Regular Citizen is going to finish 9 laps. So, wow. So Punch Nomis and Southern Cross Alliance are tied up right now, and Sangusuna is the clear winner at this stage. Commentator cursed. That's right. That's
We
right.
still have 1 race to go.
1 more race to go. And the Polaris is tired. Wants to take a dip. Goes into the Spectra Ocean Dream Track. It's a tradition, guys. Everybody crash into the Polaris. I have been AFK'd, so I'm not there to crash for your entertainment anymore. Oh, I'm missing that.
Gotta wiggle the rudder there.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Wow. What do we think? What's gonna happen in the next race? My God. This anti-gravity racing league. I mean, in the last year one was very exciting too, for very different reasons, and this one is exciting for all the right reasons. Wow.
So pretty much a winner take all race 3 coming up there. After Punch Nomi's had a great race 1, Grant ran into some issues in race 2. Sanguis Luna dominates race number 2, and Southern Cross Alliance isn't out of it by any stretch of the imagination. So still plenty to play for in the 3rd race coming up in just a few. Let's read some chat while we're here.
Okay, gotta cool that beat down somehow in the Atmo. Yep, the beast needs cooling, and that's the only way until the coolers start working in the game. Chat, please post your favorite emoji for the Polaris in the water. Very specific. You gotta post an emoji for the Polaris in the water. Yep, that works, Dash. the crab thingy definitely works for that. Let me
I
find
gotta post
one.
the crab. The state I live in, we are famous for our blue crabs. So
Whoa.
gotta get the crab in there when I can.
I'm gonna post this. This will be very relevant. Posting cruise. Cruise for water. This year, we're replacing water for cruise. NZF Fishing League when? Correct. As soon as the fishing comes into the game, we shall have it. Herbies is pretty cool. Is that a lizard? Oh, that's so good. Yeah, RIP. That's cool. That's cool. Day Hotshot posted was Mia blind. Yep. Okay, everybody taking their different take. Fox and Moon. I can't tell what that emoji is. Oh.
I think it's upside down
you.
cat.
Is it? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a cat, alright. A lot of colors behind them. Alright, alright. Beautiful view. The sun never sets on the winner circle. Such a cool thing. Sun never sets
Foxton
inside
said
the arena commander.
Foxton said it's a shark with a cat face.
Oh,
now
my-
I see it.
What? Oh yeah, I see the fins now. Wow. It's very hard to understand that until somebody tells you. There we go. Wayne for the help. Thank you for that, Wayne. Wayne has been practicing the dragon tofu run as well. So we'll see some lap times. That's a challenging track to remember, but not as challenging as that New Babbage Ghost track. Lots of fun to be had there. I don't know what kind of FPS we're gonna get on those cities, but the game has been in a very, very good situation. Last year when we did the anti-gravity racing league, who here was there for that in the chat? Who was there last year in the anti-gravity
there.
racing league? Yeah, Echo was there. I was there. And Neojet's not here today. He was there. Herbie was there. Oh, I remember Herbie exploded on my screen. Zollner was there. Liquid Prime
You
was
were there?
there. I was there. Yes, I was there.
Talk to me about your experience in the PU, even though it was like quite buggy and decent. Would you retell the story of like what we managed to achieve with Gravlet bikes, coordination, like the whole, like what we did there?
Gather around, children. It's the Lens Nation story time. We will all get old hearing that.
It was the first thing that I gotta tell you. That was my first proper race, right? Anywhere in the game. The biggest surprise for me to see all the name furballs, as Frozen likes to call them, like so many markers. It was just populated. So that was very cool to see. My son was also racing in that race, so he was 10 at that time. He was there. We had our whole team. the best thing that you did, Echo, for that race, that was to organize the ferry, because that race took place on Laurelville, and not at Laurelville proper, but in the ocean next to Laurelville. How far was that? Was it 5 kilometers away from gate number 1, or was it the gate number 4?
It's quite far. It's like maybe 15 or 20 kilometers away from
yeah.
gate 1.
Gate
so you
1.
have to fly out of the spaceport
Yeah.
to the outskirts. Actually, if you know the Super Dragon Tofi run, it's at the end of the original track, or the Echo Flux. It's not 5 kilometers from there. A geothermal plant is sitting out in the ocean there, and that is where we raced a figure 8 around there. I would love to return to that track one day.
Yep, so that's the way you organize that, because the idea was, like, initially just the racing teams drop your ships and then come back and help us being the ferries for the crashes, because we were expecting a lot. The game was very, very bad in that patch. It was just desync nightmare, and we were expecting a lot of crashes. It was also a very tight lap. It was not a very long track, just a small track. There was a death alley that you know which section I'm talking about. I called literally that section the death alley the death alley section. And the race crisscrossed. Very cool idea for the racing, but the patch was just bad for it. And so the whole experience of being transported to the racetrack after you crash, that was beautiful. I never saw the community coordination on that level. That was just awe-inspiring. The race itself was pretty cool. I just stayed on very wide lines personally, and I avoided dying until very late into the race. I think it was a 1 hour long race, and I only crashed. I think me and NeoJet were the only people who did not crash. And then I crashed, and then I had to do the ferry, came back in, put down a few more laps, and then NeoJet crashed, and I crashed again. It was just a fantastic experience. And I remember Frozen telling me after that, because I ended up coming second in that race, and whenever you come on a podium in Anzia Racing, you get inducted into the Hall of Fame. So I have my name in there, even though I don't know how many races consider that seriously, but for me that was a really cool thing. And Frozen told me that he has been with Anzia for such a long time and has been racing. He hasn't been able to get into the Hall of Fame, and I already got it. So I was like, okay, that is very cool, and I'm very proud of that. So that was a beautiful, very beautiful experience. I really enjoyed it, and I will even go on to say that that experience definitely contributed for me sticking around and being where I am right now. This is a different story of becoming a commentator. You know how all that unfolded, but if it wasn't for that last year's Anti-Gravity Racing League, I don't know where I would be today. In
Jacqueline
racing
is
scene.
saying that Liquid Prime is being substituted with Jelly for race 3 due to an unforeseen circumstance. So it'll be Jelly and me. We'll be racing.
We have
in our
another
race
sub.
3.
We have
We're back here again. It's us again. While they fall
Hey.
off again.
so we had
Hello, everyone.
we had Inve sub for sub last race for their race team pot racer, and now we have Jellyhead substituting for Liquid Prime. Liquid Prime did race in the very first race, the combat race. Oh, I am in a party, but I'm not in a party. I don't know.
I'm just reading the chat. Quelsar said he was shuttling racers in the Hercules.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember that, Kelsa. Thank you so much
Yep.
for contributing to that effort. I really
was
want to do
beautiful.
that again. That is the level of cooperation, collaboration, and just working together and Star Citizen that I love. And we're all having fun supporting our favorite racing teams and each other. I love that about this experience. We can all come together and do a ferry like that with air traffic control. Actually, I had to give up the stream because I was running air traffic control. Chukanas and I were like, we've never done this before. We should probably both go in together and do it. So we did cancel the stream for that one, but it was worth it. The experience. that we were able to give and make the smooth operation ATC was much better. And it was also thanks to Kelso bringing that Hercules and helping ship races out to Maui Thermos.
There was Simmertus who was doing it. There were many other names I remember. I remember Quelsar there. It's just funny how things work out, and now I know Quelsar quite well. We did the commentary together in Crux Cup, and at that time he was just a ferry ship operator. And like so many people, I knew Herbie, there was Zollner exploding on the screen. It was just mayhem, and names become friends, and then your stories just grow. So great memories. Thanks to Anzia Racing for that. I am in the lobby
Let's have some
already.
more.
Fed, I'm
Are you
already in the lobby. I
already?
don't. Oh no,
Yeah,
there are
Fed,
new
James
invitations.
is
Now I
already
am.
there.
Here we. Now I'm in now.
Now he is.
I had an invite. I joined it and I read it up, and I was wondering what's going on because I was the only one in that lobby. But now I am in your lobby and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, these races are moving quite along.
Oh, Day Hot Shot was one of the ferry guys. Really? I had no idea you were there, Day Hot Shot. Wow. We just
had
ran the
so many
doors.
volunteers.
Wow.
I really appreciate everyone that came and helped.
There are so
Like
many
how-
crashes.
Like how he describes it, throw the people into the ship, close the doors once you arrive, throw them out.
I think
was
Day
pretty
Hot
much
Shot is
that.
kidding. I think he's kidding about it.
In the
Oh.
nicest way possible.
Yeah. Day Hot Shot is cool. Yeah, it was beautiful. So I don't even know how many crashes were there in that race. No idea. But it was a great experience. Great memories. But not as good as the Mountain of Mayhem. That race is so epic. But we are changing that.
Oh
so,
yeah!
Yeah, now we are changing that.
We are moving it into Arena Commander. We have a new racetrack for it. The Hathel
Crossroads.
Highlands, which is the Crossroads of Crime map that was just added to Arena Commander. We've already dealt a racetrack out of those raids. I pushed an incredible lap time. I'm first on the SCR.QQ leaderboard. Jellyhead Mate is just behind me. Apparently I'm really good at terrain grav lap racing. So I'll take that. I love having
Take it.
an advantage, like a little niche that I'm really good at in racing. So I'll take the terrain racing win. Yeah, I can't wait to race that. That is coming up in November. So that'll be after Crux Stellar. We'll be getting into our combat racing season then. Mountains of Mayhem, Scarlet Apex. We'll do get some fun racing then.
Man, Scarlet Apex. That's another crazy race. Like, so many good races. I'm still, like the Miners. What was that called? Miners Lament? No. Hold on. What was the track?
Miners Lament
Sinful,
and Sinful Chain?
Sinful Chain. That track is so cool. You transition from SCM mode to QT to S. That is such a cool trick to do. But yeah, we couldn't do that
And
for
now
too long.
it's going to be totally different when quantum boosting comes into the game. So CRG have announced that they're going to remove nav mode. You'll basically have the SCM limits that you have now, but then you'll be able to scroll your wheel up or increase your throttle forward, and you will eventually go into automatically a quantum boosting mode, and you have access to all speeds. When you go into quantum boosting, you have interplanetary speed, and you can keep scrolling up, and then you're going across the single system speed. You get your normal quantum drive speed. You get to decide when you go into those different, I'll say, stages of speed. And it's gonna change the way we race. Like in Crux Cup at Ahimahi Rin, I'm really keen to see when quantum boosting comes up how our racers handle it, because they won't have access to the nav break that we had at Simple Chain, where you can do the nav and SCM swap, where you get some fancy quantum drive deceleration from that. That's going away too. So the deceleration from quantum boosting speed will also come into play. So figuring out the timing of when you boost up and when you boost down across long straights is going to really matter. And in mastering that, I think will give our pilots something new to sink their teeth into. So I can't wait for it.
understand it once we do it. Like, I just can't get my head around like what's going on, where, how they're gonna do it. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be around and we'll figure things out how it's gonna all impact. But that's a very cool track, Sinful Chain. We couldn't really use his full potential, so yeah, looking forward to that happening.
Yeah, the new changes to the speeds are gonna be. It's gonna be another learning curve, obviously, in a bunch of learning curves we've had with the flight model, but I think it'll be helpful because it'll be faster to get to the speeds to when you need to get out of danger. Instead of having to hit the button, you just scroll up and go.
Gentlemen,
So-
Jazz is still recovering from this sleep from Crux Cup. Yeah, I hear you. How long did you stay awake? Like you and Echo were awake the longest.
Oh,
Was it
24
the
Yeah,
Oleg?
both race director and live stream. Oleg was up 24 hours as well.
Yeah.
Yep, the full length.
Good on you guys. Stay awake. Okay, we
I'll
have
do it again.
Euro Trucker starting. Yeah, let's have 48-hour race. Why not?
48-hour race.
Oh, I know
broken up into 2 sections.
Fanacol will love 48-hour race.
Yeah, Fizz, you should come to a 48-hour race. Come race direct for it.
Euro Trucker is starting in the grid position number 3 for the last race in Anti-Gravity Racing League 2955. And this is the ICARUS part of that. Euro Trucker will be starting last in the X1 Velocity. Jellyhead Mate is who is substituting for Liquid Prime. And that's a pulse for Jelly. And Herbie will be racing. Oh, Herbie just crashed. I think he's going to rejoin. He just crashed and killed his bike. Something damaged on the... Herbie's very, very technical when it comes to racing. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't happy with his bike setup. He's going to apply a little bit more downforce, bring out the other bike.
Just remember to inject the cruise lux before you begin today's race for that extra boost. Not sponsored. Come on,
Still
Cruise.
using X1 was just a bit red. Yep, I knew it. Herbie going for a bike swap. I knew it. Well, it's good the Punchnomis have like 6 or 7 spare X1s.
They are cheap. They are relatively cheap, so.
Yeah. They just
That's
have enough
Euro
of
Trucker
them.
doing spinny movements.
Herb had
yeah?
enough spawn. He was permitted to respawn. Okay. Oh, he had a rough
there.
spawn. Understood.
Yep, and there he is
Understood.
going back to the #1 spot. Euro doing some pirouettes for us as we get ready to go.
Beautiful dancing, Euro. She's doing great.
Let's go, Kelly. For Albany, for Empire, for Western Australia. This one is personal. Great job by all the racers. This is very entertaining. Very, very entertaining.
The one thing to watch is Jelly's going to have a speed disadvantage to Euro Trucker and Herbie here. We'll have to watch the launch as well because the riders in the #3 spot have gotten some good launches so far in the first.
Has
two races.
Herbie rejoined?
Race 3.
Oh yeah, Herbie's rejoined. Okay, okay. I need to scan him. Okay, Herbie, here we go. And the race can go green flag any second from what we have learned in the past 2 races. Oh, I'm scanning, but I'm not getting Herbie's name. Come on. Herbie, here we go. We good. Last race of Anti-Gravity Racing League. This will decide everything. Every single race, Icarus, Pfizer, and Esther, they were all decided in the last race. How good is that? How good is that?
Shows
That is
how
very
close
good.
the racing has been all month. That it's come down to the final race each time. I mean, you could kind of put an asterisk against the combat race because there's only 2 riders, but it still counts as we are green flag.
Green
We're
flag.
racing again.
Let's go. Last race. 30 minutes to decide the championship. I mean, for the Icarus class.
Better start for
takes-
everybody that time.
Whoa.
Herbie's got the lead, and Euro Trucker's going to
Yep.
move into second early, but Jelly had
Yep.
made cross over to the inside, takes second back.
Wow.
Oh no, Jelly crashes
No.
on the rock at the start.
Yeah, Jelly didn't make it. It's Herbie and Kelly, Euro Trucker. They are going. Jelly had made has crashed. Okay, but this is only lap 1. There's plenty of time for Jelly had made to recover. Jelly
And it
had
was
made is
early in the
very
lap,
good.
so
Yep,
it doesn't
exactly.
wasn't as much
Yep.
of a penalty.
Let's see when Jelly joins. I should be able to tell you when Jelly has joined. Jelly will be very fast to do that, hopefully. Here he comes. Yep, I can see Jelly coming now. Jelly has rejoined. No time wasted. I think that's the quickest rejoin ever. That's the quickest rejoin. Yeah, the very first corner is very tricky. Very, very tricky.
It's very
There's a
narrow.
broken tree in the
there
way,
for 3 bikes.
and you can
Okay.
take a gamble to try and go between it, because it doesn't count as a checkpoint. Only the standing tall trees are counted. I think Jelly was trying his time trial line, but in a live racing environment, it's a gamble.
That's the issue with those qualifying lines, is that they're always great when nobody's out there, but then you put another bike or two out there, and all of a sudden it's a little bit sketchier to try that line.
That's it.
Herbie's the ground racing king, so very good performance. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to even say it. So, so Herbie's going to
We have
perform well.
27 minutes. Let's not declare.
Yeah, let's
anything.
not do it. No, I don't want to do that to Herb. So just passing the Lens Street right now, and I'll update you when Jelly crosses the same spot, so that we will know how much damage that has done. But we will obviously
Turbo
know when
said
the
that-
lap 1 is finished.
Gerbo said that one bramble has probably killed more people on this track than any other part.
So the big question is, what do we name that bramble? What should we name it? Because so
Jelly
many
already
people
has
have
island,
died.
so it needs a different name. Who
Yeah,
wants the
because so
name?
many people have died on it. Let's just call it Chris Roberts' Corner. It's the most dangerous corner on the track, and it's called the Chris Roberts Corner of Champions. You got my reference, Dash?
Yeah, I got it.
The Wall of Champions.
It's giving Canadian Grand Prix right now.
Yeah. It's a
Better
very
call it the
Call it the
Ivory
CCC
Thorn. I like
corner.
that name.
Ivory Thorn.
Yeah.
Sorry, Echo, I missed that. What are you saying?
We'll go with CCC corner. We do love
Yep.
Chris. We love this.
Chris. Yep, Chris Roberts Corner of Champions. That's what that corner
corner
is
of
now.
champions.
Because
It does
pretty
make
much
or
all
break a run.
all the best people have crashed there. Absolutely awesome. Okay, we have lap 1 finished by Herbie, 325. Euro Trucker, 330. Oh boy. Very cool.
Close to
Great
that inside through
going.
turn 2.
Wow.
Did Euro Trucker, but she kept it going. Still waiting for Jelly to come
Great
across.
job, Kelly. All the truck driving in Euro Truck Simulator is paying off. And X1 velocity
does
for
love Euro
both.
Truck.
Yeah, it's a good game. Okay, Jelly had just finished the lap 1, 4:19 that time, including the respawn. So, man, there's plenty
48
of race
second
left.
loss.
There's still
he'll be
25
lucky here.
minutes to go. Yeah, Jelly's gonna make a recovery 100%. 100%. I'm not gonna jinx it. Wow, look. Oh, wow. Look at the
wheelie
antics
there.
of
The
that.
flick for
Yeah.
star points.
Mm-mm-mm.
Amazing.
Those are some points in my book. That was the Gentleman Jazz corner. The Gentleman Jazz trees. Very jazzy trees. This is a very cool section too. This is the Jelly Islands, isn't it? This is a very cool section.
Jelly Islands. That's correct. Yeah.
When you
the
nail
Sultan
these,
Lake
when you nail those 2 trees after the jazz tree, it just is so satisfying to race it. Just those couple of corners. It's a very beautiful track. Here we go. But my problem with this track is if you are lost once, if you spin around or something, then I just can't figure out which way to go. If I lose my line,
Everything is trees and water.
everything is just islands and trees, and I can't tell which way am I supposed to go now. It's just I'm just immediately get lost. And Jelly Islands is where I usually get lost because it's a little bit of blackout or just wrong line, and you're lost.
Yeah, there's not a lot of features. It's all islands and water, which looks like any other part of the circuit. So if you get turned around, it is hard to find your bearings again.
Okay. I just read Quelser's comments in the chat. Call it I am Quelser, like I am Groot. Out Bramble take number 2. I'm Groot. I'm Quelser. Good fun. How do you like all this water, Quelser? Very different from Dune, I would say. How far are you in Dune? Because you've been really killing that game. Here comes Jelly. Ooh. Beautiful cornering there. Wow. Just past the Lens Nation tree and coming to that blackout corner. Level 126.
319 with a 7.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's got to be our fastest X1 velocity time of the day.
That's good. Diplomat was faster, right? 318 or 316?
Nah, I think that was actually an error, that 318.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
think,
did say that
was
earlier.
just for
You did
counting
say
the
that.
laps. I would say Diplomat was around a 320. So, not 2 seconds off. But, yeah, definitely competitive with Abby. Both of them very long time, experienced racers. Keep it up, Abby. You're doing great.
Euro Trucker
Great
also
job.
knocked a lot off of her time as well. Ran 323.
323. I have to clap and salute the performance by Euro Trucker. Awesome. Euro Trucker has been a racing official for many years. I've seen Euro Trucker many times in the races, and to see this performance is just amazing to look at. Great job, Euro Trucker. I love it. So
and this is
good.
Euro Trucker right here on the screen, going around the first chicane of Spectra Ocean.
This is so good. Oh wow, the camera Oleg lost. Oh wow, look at the view. Those are pro moves from Euro. Pro moves.
Yeah, Euro likes hitting that little flick trick
Yeah,
off the rocks.
the flick.
There
Yeah,
it is again.
yeah. Here comes the Jelly
That
Islands.
is amazing.
Oh my god, so good. Jelly has also completed the second lap, 325 that was. Euro is faster at this stage than Jelly by 2 seconds. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. That's but then again, Jelly is on pulse and Euro is on X1 velocity, which really gives advantage to Southern Cross Alliance for this race. I am excited. I have no idea how is this gonna unfold in the end, because Herbie is leading now for the Nomies and they finished last in the last race, 1 lap down. Who's gonna
That's
win?
actually a really good point, because in
Yeah.
race 1, we had a gap of 5 seconds between the Pulsar X and the X1 velocity. It'd be really interesting to see what the difference is between Jelly and the X1 velocities. Jelly, time trial master. I'd be keen to see if we can bring that down to 4 or 3.
So if Jelly had made and Sangasuna want to win this race, they have to finish 1 lap ahead of the Nomies. Am I correct about that? Because so far they're 1 lap
They've
down.
gotta, otherwise it'll come down to shortest times across the line when they combine.
Between Sangasuna and Southern Cross Alliance, because sorry, Punch Nomies. Oh, hold on, I'm getting confused between these races. My apologies. So far we've had Sangasuna finished 9 laps each for the first 2 races. Southern Cross Alliance finished 8 laps in the first one, 9 laps in the second one. Punch Nomies finished 9 laps in the first one and 8 laps in the second one. So it's actually between Southern Cross Alliance and Punch Nomies. Sangasuna has been 1 lap
That's
ahead
it.
so far. Yep, I
And
got
Herbie
it
just
now.
ran a 319.67.
Whoa, Herbie. Go. That is very, very cool. This is like a proper race. So good. Every race has been proper race. We've seen so much in the last 3 weekends.
Was not a great lap for Euro. Lost 30 seconds on the last lap, 326.5. Their lap 2 was 323, so was not the cleanest lap, and Irby just keeps driving away.
That's Herbie we're looking at right now.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep, that's Herbie.
Herbie is good. And I reckon right now... Oh, no. And Euro Trucker is approaching the same corner, but of course there's a gap there.
Yeah, they
That's Cali. That's Euro Trucker right there.
And Jelly just took 3 seconds out of the deficit. With 324 last time out. Now that is it's down to 47 seconds from 50, but that every second's going to count here over the next 18 minutes.
So, Cloud, what does that word mean? I'm not going to say it. What does that word mean? Here, these are the gestures, guys. Please. Oh, okay. Len said bitte. Okay, is that how it's pronounced? That's a beautiful comment about Randprint. When Dune gets old, all these poor gamers don't know Rust will be the only thing to scratch that itch. What game is that for you guys? And you can't answer, Star Citizen. Everybody in the chat, what is that game? The only game that really scratches that itch for you?
Please in German.
Please?
In German.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, he told me. Claude told me. My son comes here to help me out. So it's, Jungplanga has been watching all our VODs, and if he can catch the stream, he watches the stream. And after every single race, he tells me, "Oh, I wish I raced this year." And I tell him, "Yeah, you should have raced this year," because he's quite capable, but he just doesn't dedicate enough time. He gets distracted by Hell Let Loose and Arma 3.
Mm-hmm.
So which game?
The only thing I really enjoyed competitive PvP in was Crossout. I need to try Crossout. That's come on my YouTube a couple of times. It looks fun.
Yeah. But which game is the one for you, Dash, which just scratches the itch for you? Which the game that you always keep going back to, and it can't be Star Citizen? Hey, NeoJet, morning or good night.
Well, I guess this would be on brand, but the Formula Series, obviously. MLB The Show also has me in a chokehold right now, but mainly F1.
Okay. I think I played it a couple of times, but I really couldn't get into it. Like, I just didn't feel that awesome. For me, that game is Path of Exile. Right now, it's Path of Exile 2. Yeah. Path of Exile. I just keep going back to that. New Zealand developers. What an amazing game. They love their community. Very, very wholesome. Extremely wholesome. That's what I... I really hope. Yeah. Day Hotshot was previously saying he wants to play Diablo again, and man, you gotta try Path of Exile. You will forget about Diablo.
A friend of mine has an ungodly amount of hours in Path of Exile.
Yeah. I think I'm in 1,000 hours in, and it's just very good. It's very, very good. Very well done. 7 Days to Die, Wayne. And Wayne also said, get him practicing for Mountains of Mayhem. I will try my best to grab him for that race. Let's see how that goes. Okay, regular citizen likes Path of Exile. It's amazing. Highly recommend if you love Diablo. It's way better than Diablo. I mean, the only Diablo I could compare it to is the Diablo 2 Lords of Destruction. It's way better than any other game. And I'm actually enjoying Path of Exile 2 right now quite a lot.
I'm going to have to get one of these X1s next time I'm in the server.
Get them.
I'm just watching them now. It looks so cool.
It's a beautiful bike. It has a beautiful tail lights. Herbie has finished 4 laps. Euro Trucker has finished 4 laps. Jellyhead has finished 4 laps. They're all very competitive. 319, 326, 323 last laps. Wow. This is very tight. Yes. And I have to say, Jellyhead has made a great recovery. The gap between Euro Trucker and Jellyhead collectively is 13:48 and 14:32. So and still we still got 14 minutes of racing left, so this will get very, very good. Nice. Great entertainment for 3 weekends. I absolutely enjoyed it. We're coming down to the last 15 minutes of racing in anti-gravity race. I hope everybody in the chat had a good time. All the racers who won the prizes, enjoy your racing suits, your racing paints, and your geos.
Mira Bardine says Planet Side 2. That is a name I have not heard in quite some time.
I have never played Planet Side 2.
I played it when it first came out. Unfortunately, my computer could not run it. Could not run it well. And it shows. So I think that colors kind of my feelings on it. I need to download it now that I actually have a decent PC to play it.
You should download Star Citizen if you have a decent PC.
Oh, that's something we need to do. Dash, we need to play with you more often. I am actually planning an NTS staff event after this to teach you the new Super Dragon Typhoon run track, to teach you NB guys and new upcoming racetracks. Oh, fastest lap.
Oh, wow,
that's Herbie. Herbie is in the last 15 minutes of the race. He has to put down a fastest lap at 3:19. Go Herbie, go!
Gotta start putting those laps in. And yeah, I will definitely be around for those.
I forgot Eurobeat. Euro Trucker. Are you what? Just race, please stop chatting. Is that Kelly typing in the chat, or is it somebody else?
Trucker in chat.
Come on!
Racing at the same time.
Euro Trucker in-race commentary from Euro Trucker.
Oh, I forgot the Eurobeat. Okay, fine, Kelly. We see you're a very capable trucker, and your trucker is just passing under me right now and chatting. My God, who was it? Was it Bill Boy or Blizzcole who did it? When like called them out, like, okay, they're chatting and racing at the same time, and the bees emote was born. Jellyhead was the one giving penalties for that. They tried to kill it by absence of new content for a long time, but there just ain't anything like it out there, and now they give it live again.
It was Gave by the name is our unofficial umpire.
Yeah.
Calling out ball top for typing while racing at 890J in chat. Kelsa was there. Kelsa can prove it.
I mean, to be fair, 890J, you can do a lot while racing that.
Yeah. Oh, but it was very competitive still, man. It was still very competitive. yeah, regular citizen. Look at what Yoro doing, chatting. And oh, okay. Thanks for sharing us with us the history of Planet Side 2, Verdine. I guess that's Nox, right? That's Nox, Verdine?
That is Nox.
Gerbo's been playing Night Rain.
I've heard good things about Night Rain as well.
Oh, From Software outdid everybody. That's such a clever formula, that what they have done with that game. That's just absolute masterclass with that game. They just flipped the assets around, but still managed to make a great game out of that. Completely different mechanics. Herbie's fully concentrated.
An update from Euro Trucker in chat.
Eurobeat
is now a go. Say Kelly is locking in. Is Kelly doing the wave?
Right? Eurobeat Rave 2955. Let's type more race. Yes, please.
Got 10 minutes. Come down to the final 10 minutes of the Anti-Grav Racing League for this year, and it's been an incredible set of races, and it's been compelling. And we're coming down to this winner-take-all third race, and Irby continuing to run away with it.
6 laps for Herbie. Just finished 6th lap, 3:19. That's not the fastest lap. Just just missed out just by like fraction of milliseconds, and great performance. I'm pretty sure Euro Trucker won't be far away from that track number. Beautiful racing by Herbie, Euro Trucker, and Jellyhead, who is substituting. It should be Liquid Prime Racing, but Jellyhead has substituted them. I still don't know who's gonna win, man. This is very tight. And we only had one crash this race.
Your turn comes across 326 with a 5.
And this is where we actually start to get crashes. In last 2 races, in the last 10 minutes is where the crashes start to happen. And I really hope we don't get any crashes this time. Let's see how it goes. Don't want to jinx anyone. Yep, why not Euro beats? Straight's too long, typeable. Come on, Euro Truckers. Stop it. You're giving us anxiety here in the commentary box. Okay, reminder to self, keep moving the stakes.
Yes. Do not get timed out again.
Yeah. More than anything, in the end, I want to crash into the Polaris. Okay, some very distinguished performances in this, all 3 races. Like Herbie is just nailing it this one. So good, but that's always expected of Herb. He's just always very good in the races. And then Jacodin in the last one, extremely consistent. And before that, we had Gerbo the Gnome. 3 very distinct performances in today's racing. Somebody get them all together and make a racing team.
The last 90 minutes have really shown what the limit of these bikes are.
I don't know. Maybe they have less fuel and they go faster and crash. I don't know. Something's going on. The tires are not that good. They're not getting grip enough. Something happens in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not trying to jinx Draconis. Don't worry. Very, very cool. We have 7 minutes to go in the race. And Herbie's on the kind of the final stretch of the race. Just past the blackout corner.
Yep, judging by the last couple of races, this is probably we'll have this and then one more lap after it.
I think
So we're probably down to 2 laps to go here.
Herbie and Gerbo and Quelsar all need to start playing with the heavy armor handicap. Yeah. Put them on 90% medication and let them race.
If you can find the bike with that amount of medication in you.
Eat 2 pickles, maybe. That will do the job for you.
I also just want to shout out Jellyhead Mate, who is not that far behind the X1s. Has been keeping up a consistent pace after the first crash, closing the gap very slowly. Another fast lap for Andy. Wow.
Herbie into the 318s.
318.
Where did that come from?
723. Awesome. That's Herbie for you. You can summarize Herbie with that lap time. And Jellyhead's last lap was 324. The fastest Jelly has done is 323. And that's also the fastest by Euro Trucker, 323. But their last lap from Euro was 326. This is going to be very tight. The results will be very interesting.
I said, like earlier in this race, that Jelly, I'd love to see him reduce the gap that we saw in race 1 from 5 seconds to 3. He's done it. Incredible effort, Jelly. Absolutely locking in after that first crash. Well done.
So we're into the final five and a half minutes now. Waiting to see what Jelly's time's going to be.
This is very, very cool. Gotta acknowledge the pretty awesome race run by Farrakul as a race director. Maybe he should start racing too.
Jelly just ran
When are you
his
gonna
fast.
stop race directing and getting into racing as well? He always races as well.
Farrakul's story is the other way around, isn't it? Farrakul is a racer who has been made a race director. And Gentleman just was a race director who has started racing.
So Jelly just ran his fastest lap of 323.
Whoa, whoa,
4,
whoa.
5,
Oh,
6.
wow.
Yes.
Go, Jelly!
7 laps each. What will be the end result? Jelly had pulling the weight. I mean, if Jelly did not crash on lap number 1, this race would be very different right now. We would be having a battle between Herbie and Jellyhead. Even though Herbie is on X1, I don't know. Maybe Jelly would have kept up. Oh no, but probably not, because Herbie's been racing faster 318, 320s, and Jellyhead has been 323. But really good mix-up of bikes. Very cool.
Yeah,
I think we
these
had
bikes are
only
really
Chris.
showing the pilot's skill.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's really helping us out here, making these results official.
So race 3 is now official.
Fetacol is back to his original things of creating tracks. Because that's a very cool story to share. I think everybody here already knows that story, how Fetacol's track was inducted into Star Citizen. Tell us about it, Echo.
So I met Fetacol through GravLab Racing. I would say one of the two active people that really love GravLab bikes. We attended the Demo Rally, we raced in that. And Torval has a very strong racing team in the Demo Rally. They love the GravLab class, they do very well in it. They often come first, second, or first multiple years. And Sid, he also designs tracks for them and runs events of his own. Runs that racing team too. And we met through there and we discovered together that ocean racing was the way to go. So he built Cleo Islands. There's a white flag and Herbie's on his last lap.
Yep.
He built Cleo Islands and I built Maui Thermos after that. Yeah, we've just always known that ocean racing is the best way to enjoy these grav bikes. It suits the current model of the physics. As soon as terrain gets better, we'll also start opening up and doing more terrain GravLab racing too.
But Fetacol has a correction for you, Echo. We met because of Cruxcom.
Fetacol was the database on this. I meet a lot of people at a lot of times. So my core memory of Fetacol was we bonded together the mice over GravLab and building GravLab tracks together and realizing that you could race it on the ocean. Fetacol, made the original Cleo Islands track, the first ocean track, which was then implemented into the game by CRG as part of their Grav Race update. And I ran the first PE race in Maui Thermos Anti-Gravity Racing League. So together, Fetacol and I paved the way for GravLab Racing and Star Citizen community racing as well.
Good job. You did great. My first memory of the Fetacol is, I think here Fetacol did a commentary on one of the races, and that's where I remember Fetacol from. Lots to talk about. And we will talk more, but now we are at the closing stages of the Anti-Gravity Racing League's 2955 ICARUS race. And Herbie will be coming to the finishing line very soon. I am very excited about the results now.
This is Herbie here, coming through into the weave.
Entering the weave, and beautiful. Look at those lines by Herbie. So good. Oh, the commentary was actually here at Green. Okay. Ignition Expo. Was it you and Abdi Johan?
It was. At the Fetacol, we commentated
That's
for
right.
the original version of Spectra. Didn't have a name back then. It was just the Winner's Circle Ocean track. We made it as simple as possible. And this is what Spectra became. A much more complicated version of that track.
And, well, incidentally, that was my very first race for NZA, Ignition Expo, which you invited me to. That's where I remember Fetacol from. Yep. Me and Summer, me and Jung Planga, we both raced, me and my son, and we were exchanging positions, and I ended behind Salty Mike. And if my son hadn't crashed into me, I would have been position number 5 in that race.
Here's Heavy coming up on the finish.
Here we go. Race has finished
flag.
for Herbie, and huge amount of respect for Herbie for keeping those laps consistent. 318, 319 last lap. Exactly what Jacodin did. Oh my, these guys are on a very different level. Amazing. Herbie, take a bow. Jacodin, take a bow. Gerbo, take a bow. Just lie down on the ground, man. You guys are so good. GG's. Yep. Amazing. Nah, it's all right, Herbie. You were still fast enough. Great, man. You did great, Herb. Great. Herbie the Sage. The calculator man. And this will be Euro Trucker from Southern Cross Alliance. Kelly, also known as Kelly, one of the racing officials for Southern Cross Alliance, who's helped in many races, will be finishing their lap. Race finished for Euro Trucker, second in this race. Congratulations to Southern Cross Alliance. That was a great performance for Kelly. 326 there.
Everything had to use the safe line, but the speeds he was running, I'd hate to see what the times look like if you ran a more aggressive line.
Oh wow! Look at. Exactly, I agree. Well done. Your trucker
Here's Gilly.
Finds enough time to type again. Whistles. Well done.
To be fair, this time Euro had crossed the finish line. So
no, I think it's just one crash this race by Jelly had made. So it's true. If I don't talk about somebody crashing, they don't crash. So good job, Lens. The commentator cross. I did not cast it this time. Great, awesome. What a beautiful performance. While the racing results get decided and the Polaris is in the water, this concludes this race. Shall we do shoutouts for the racing officials in that time while we decide the
Let's
results?
do them shoutouts.
All right, let's go. So obviously our race director today was Ferakul, who's also in the chat. Who else was there, Dash?
So we want to thank Draconis NZ and Tiger Weiss of Southern Cross Alliance, our race timers for today. Our camera operators were HMS Thunderwolf, Independent Star Citizen, and Oleg Lime of Turbo Corporation for our camera operators. And our checkpoint officials, Knox Vardine of the Grey Wardens, Feifei of the Seatbelts, love that name, and Cloud of Southern Cross Alliance. I want to also thank the racers, and thank you to Cloud Imperium Games for making the best damn space sim that is Star Citizen. And you can find me on social media at Blue Sky at speeder68.bluesky.social and DKJunior12 on Twitter.
These are all the racing officials. Oh, and I just dipped into the water. Oleg was chasing me and I was trying to show off. And, well, this is not what you do, guys. That's me dying on the screen. Beautiful. For your entertainment. Are you not entertained? Oh, beautiful race, that one. Oh, I can respawn and crash again, actually.
We have
the results.
They are official. Our results screen is working this time. There's no weird shenanigans that have happened. Like, we had one substitute that, last race we had, a Thillian fill-in for 2 of the races. Our results screen wasn't quite prepared for that, but because Jelly is a totally different racer, the programming can handle it. Oh, my bad. Beautiful Hercules, that's Kelly. I know that's Kelly right there. Just giving us a beautiful fly through there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelly. The race is now official with the Hercules flyover and fireworks. Let's see where you and your team place today. So in first place in the ICARUS Pro Racing class we have Sanguislena. Congratulations on your result today. 27 laps achieved in 1 hour and 32 minutes. Well done, Jellyhead Mad, Jacodin and Dynitesman. Absolutely stellar result. At defending their second place from last year, coming here and achieving a similar podium result, Punch Nomies with 26 laps with a total team time of 1 hour and 31 minutes. Well done, Happy, Gavo, and Grant. It was so good to see you and watch your performance today. Congratulations. And third place, Southern Cross Alliance with 26 laps and 1 hour and 32 minutes of total race time. Euro Trucker, regular citizen, genuine chance. Welcome to community racing. We hope you had a good time. It was so good to see you, my friends, out in the field, pushing amazing lap times for Southern Cross Alliance. Well done. That is it for our results today.
Well, the gap between the second and the third team, 1 hour 31 minutes. Oh, and the screen changed. Now, Oleg, we still need the camera. We still have the Polaris here. We're having some good fun with the ships while we talk, but we can come to the caster screen. That's up to Echo to decide. Where is Kelly?
Let's
I'm gonna go
to
crash into the C2.
Us. We're gonna go back to us. We will come and say our final farewell to everyone. How you all doing?
Yes.
Did you have fun?
I loved it. It was Antigraph Racing League did not disappoint. I'm glad to have been a part of it. Thank you guys for joining, for allowing me to be here, and I can't wait for the endurance racing in the fall.
Let's go! Speaking of endurance racing, we have Crux Cup coming back and expanding in the best ways you can possibly imagine. Let's go over the Stellar Endurance Champions announcement, and we'll be right back to talk about that with you. There you have it. That is the Stellar Racing announcement. Let's jump right into the guide very quickly, just before we get into interviews. Here we have the guide for Crux Cup Stellar Endurance Championship. So here, this is our pro racing competition. And this is multiple Grand Prix focused on creating interstellar champions, a leaderboard, also known as the Godly 15. And these pilots are going to prove themselves the best in the Empire. So up first, at Grand Prix number 1 is at Super Dragon Tofu Run. We have completely reworked this track. It is now a full circuit as big as the equivalent of Nürburgring in Star Citizen is what we were aiming to do. We absolutely achieved it here. These races will be racing for the Dragon of Lawville title, so the person that comes first in Stellar will earn this badge of honor, plus some other amazing prizes as well. The Godly 15, if you make it into the top 15 of the Grand Prix, you will earn this title. It is a club title. You get access to a unique badge of honor. It will give you the artwork for it. Will give you a free t-shirt, which has very special Godly 15 artwork on it, as a reward with the RSI handle logo and favorite racing number on it. Stickers as well, lots of physical match to be won, in addition to all the digital ship prizes we will include as well. And then, in Grand Prix number 2, we have MB Ghost. This is our brand new Babbage racetrack at Microtech. And once again, there'll be a top 15 for this, and also a first place title to claim of the Ghost of New Babbage, with rewards there that are all listed, and another Godly 15 chance, and this can only be won. This one is repeatable, so the Godly 15, you can win it multiple times to prove you made it into the running of the top 15. This is how many times you achieve that. That will be displayed in the Hall of Stars for you. But this one you can only win once, and then it will be retroactively passed to the next player in subsequent competitions. So this one is only a once a year one, so that one's very special. And that is pretty much it for the Grand Prix. Everything is similar to ICARUS Cup. All the endurance rules that you know and love are here. But it is a race to determine who are the best pilots of Star Citizen. And at the end of it, if we have recurring players that do very well, they will earn themselves the A-Crux star for placing the highest across all our PU ship races. So if you see names like Dracodon, Fresh, Dullboy, Playing Fox, they will be competing for the ultimate title, the A-Crux star, to win all of our PU ship races across the year and place the highest. So there you go. That is Stella. We're now going to move on to interviews. I'm going to pass it back to Lens and DashMaster as I pull in our first team, Southern Cross Alliance, if they're available. Yes, they are.
Euro Trucker has to be available with all that typing in the chat while racing. Welcome, guys. Great performance. Wow, so good.
We did look. I think this is our first sort of race as a team, so like we did amazing. Euro and Reg were able to pull out the second place. I was able to pull out into the trees, which is not quite as ideal as what they were able to achieve, but credit to the ladies here.
Go on, Dash.
Yeah, those trees kind of reach out and get you sometimes. What happened there, Jess?
So constantly during practice, like I usually tape my fingers. I don't actually do this, but like I will just tell myself, do not draft, do not strafe at all. You only to click, you only hit the forward key, and I hit strafe to just try and get out the way of the tree as I took the line a little bit tighter. But it just sort of, I think I sort of clipped something and it sort of sent me flying out that way as well at the same time. So yeah, not great, but my error. And yeah, unfortunately, it probably cost us the position there on the leaderboard.
That we actually saw that we had a chase camera when you crashed into those jazz trees, as they have been named now, and it really felt like a collision box thingy there, because it felt like you were clear, but then you were not clear.
Yeah, I mean, this is the danger of, like, all our team is in Australia. This is the danger for us when it's an American server. We're going to have issues of desync. And I think, like Herbie has sort of called out before, like the last server we're on was an Australian server. There's a bit of fairness to us. And yeah, you know, they were having desync issues. So it can sort of happen to anyone here.
But the most consistent racer was obviously Euro Trucker, who's very adept at typing and racing. Oh, that was a great performance, Kelly.
Well done.
I'm using HOTAS this time, so one restraints I can just leave the throttle full bore and tab over and type. So So particularly down the long back straight.
We understood that, but that was a very good performance. You kept it true, very consistent lap times. Well, we really hope that you keep racing more in the upcoming times. And yeah. And then again, thanks for taking some time off Path of Exile, regular citizen, and racing a little bit with us. How did that feel?
Oh, that was sweaty. I at least didn't crash. That was my main thing today.
That was good performance, definitely. How much did you guys practice for this race?
Not enough.
That's a very good. That's a very good answer. Right? Okay, I'll leave you guys with Dash and Echo for now.
I
Dash, anything?
no further questions. Just congratulations on your run today.
I agree. I love you all very much. I know you all very, very closely. I love working with you so much. Thank you so much for your support over the years. Thank you for helping me with Southern Cross Alliance, with Enzio, everything. It was so cool to see you out there. I got to cheer for you today. I was so proud of you, and you should be proud of your result. Thank you so much. We love you all.
Thanks,
Glad to
team.
be here.
Olympics.
Yeah, we'll be back. Don't you worry.
Yeah. That's the only thing I hope for, like, and push it out more. Like, we need a dedicated racing team for Southern Cross Alliance, but you have heard me say that many, many times. Let's have the second team in here. Punchinomies.
All right, from what I can tell, yep, we got one. We got Herbie.
Herbie.
Hello.
How are you
Hey!
doing, man? That was great performance. How did the race go for you? You and your team.
Yeah, it went okay. Well, from my side, but we had a few mishaps with the pulse, with it being a bit fragile. So things happen. So it's fine though. You got to roll with it.
Yeah, those poles will always reach out and get you. But that third race, you were setting some blistering lap times. Take us through that and
thanks, mate.
just talk about how this course is when you're running that low to the ground.
Well, I was going much wider than I'd normally ever would for pretty much all my laps, because we're on the Oz server and I was close to 300 ping. So I feel if I was to drive over some of the land sections, I would have definitely felt it.
So what happened with Sandman there? How did his two crashes very close to each other?
Yeah, once I think he skimmed a tree branch, and then the next one, I think he just took it a little bit too tight, trying to make some time back up. So it happens, I think. You can't, nothing you can do about it.
Well, you can tell Sandman that there's a pole named after Sandman now. The second checkpoint where he crashed, the Sandman pole. So.
Yeah, I think he knows that.
Oh, and just taking a little bit of saying hello to Venku Skirata from Northfield in the chat. Hey, Venku, welcome.
Hey, mate.
So we're talking to our winners here, Herbie from Punchinomies, who have taken the second position. Brilliant race. You put out a great challenge, and I gotta say that it looked very close between you and Southern Cross Alliance, but in the last race, that was this epic running, which has given you the racing paints. Oh, racing suits, sorry. You will be taking with you the racing suits.
Second place lap last year, I guess.
But you have enough of them, I suppose, at this stage.
Yeah, I've got a few sets. But, hey, it's always welcome. I'm sure they'll take away the item respawning soon enough, so you'll probably need all those backups.
Yes, especially we got the patch coming up, so at some point. So the more suits, the better at this point. But it was a great run to see you guys come across second again. What do you think it'll take to go one step higher next year?
Yeah, hopefully. It was fun either way, so I don't mind. And hopefully they fix the FPS thing so we can actually have it looking a little smoother in game, because the lower your FPS, the riskier things get, and then when you introduce a high ping as well. So this is why I had to go very wide.
That paid
That's
off though,
so
Herbie.
true.
It's always the
Yeah,
I also
calculations.
it works
wanna
out pretty safe.
I also just want to thank you, Herbie. You were the first to report to me that we had this physics issue. Absolutely helped us get that to CIG and get it more well known in the community. I want to thank you for all the testing that you do. All of the things that you
you're all
uncover through your relentless pursuit of finding these bugs and racing as well. As a veteran racer who has raced a long time, can we expect to see you for Star Station 1.0 and beyond? And what advice do you have for people that are getting into racing today?
Yeah, you'll definitely see me until I die, I guess. That's the only way you'll get rid of me.
Let's go!
But, yeah, if anyone wanting to get in, just start doing it. The main thing you want to do is learn how to survive. If you learn how to survive, that's when you start winning. And after that, then you can start increasing your speed. So speed comes after, survive first.
There you
Great
go,
words of
fantastic
wisdom.
advice.
Herbie the Sage. Thank you, Herbie. And congratulations to Nomis
Thank
for the
you,
second
Herbie.
positions.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks for putting on the race on, and to the rest of the racers for making this. So it was fun.
Let's go!
So that was Herbie. Oh, it's always back and forth between Sangusuna and Punch Nomis. Punch Nomis are very, very strong. Oh, hello. Here we go. That's the soundboard. The winning
Hello,
team,
champions.
Sangus Luna.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Jacko, can I have from you, this is Sparta?
This is Sparta!
That's the spirit. That's the
Wow!
spirit. I've made,
The
ASMR
accent
request?
and all, man.
yeah, I've made you an efficient Spartan, and I take the blame for it. Thanks for playing along.
I don't know where the Spartan came from, but I'll take it.
You look like one, so there you go.
Oh, okay. And normally
but,
known as Racing Jesus, but I'll take Spartan too.
Spartan
Okay,
Fighter Racing
okay.
Jesus, you're racking up
But-
titles now.
Take them all, because you definitely deserve it today, Jacko. You just were so good today. Like the three amazing performances we had today. You, Herbie, and Gerber the Dog. Man, Jacko, your run was amazing. But the whole team was amazing. How did it go for the whole team today?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a good run from everyone. I mean, not just our team, but everyone that was just super close to the end. Honestly, by the end, I completely forgot about the mishap of Gerbo in the last lap. So I thought that with lap counts and race time totals, we were actually going to come in second. So really happy to come actually in first. I was not expecting it. We were coming in rather relaxed with this. I mean, we had practiced a lot, but we didn't come in with the mentality that we are equipped to come in first. So super happy with the result. I mean, Dianitesman had a fantastic run in the Nox. There was one moment where he got up to Jez after that first accident, and they had a really nice battle, and they got a really nice overtake. So, and then obviously Jelly coming in very last minute after Liquid couldn't make it, unfortunately. So, thank you for Jelly as well.
Yeah, and Jelly, you got called in for sub duty. When did you find out, and how did you get focused in to run that third race?
I found out probably about 5 minutes before they finished the second race, and I don't know, I just hopped on. I ran the course before. I haven't done a lot of practice, but I ran plenty of laps. So.
Well, it was great, Jelly, and there are islands named after you, so it was obviously known that you will nail it. But I gotta ask Dai, when the Knightsmen and Jess were combat in the first race, they were doing this, showing us this amazing battle. How were you managing to stay alive, both of you? What was the mentality there? How do you guys manage that?
Oh, well, the radar helps, and having a bit of luck also helps, but, you know, keeping it cool and just trying to make sure that I maintain my line, make it clear that I'm not going to be wiggling in random directions to make his life miserable, and hoping that that pays off. And I guess it did.
Did. It's very hard to like not crash out in that situation. Were you changing your racing lines to accommodate Jess being there next to you?
Yeah, if he was on my left side, I had to take it a bit tighter sometimes. There was an instance where I just had to, because otherwise we were just gonna either bump each other, or we would have just, ended up doing something crazy.
I think that's the incident that we saw. That was pretty cool. Initially, we thought it was you who had to recover, but then it turned out that it was Jess who had to recover. Yeah, no, that was very close battle. That was very entertaining and very cinematic to watch. You guys gotta go watch the VOD to see how amazing it looked on the camera. Everybody who was in the races today.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to give it a
definitely
look.
fun to watch from our seat.
Speaking of watching videos, I just check it in. Can you shout yourself out? Tell us what you do in Star Citizen, where we can find you, because you are also an amazing content creator. Tell us about yourself.
Well, thank you for that. If you really want to just get into racing or just want to follow up on the latest things in Star Citizen Racing, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Jacadin. I do track guides, I do technique guides, and I've also upload my point of view of previous races. So if you just want to see the kind of races that I've taken part of and my performance and results, you can check out the Racing POV playlist there too. And I also run a podcast alongside Dirk and Billboy, where we just talk about the latest things in Star Citizen Racing. Recently we did a tier list, probably will need to be updated in the coming flight model. And some interesting things in the plans for the future too. So, good stuff.
Looking forward to that new tier list.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. Very long podcast. It was very fun to watch that one. Yep. Keep it up, guys. It's just fantastic work. Congratulations on your performance today. You guys put in the work, and you definitely deserve the prizes that you get and the positions. It shows. Great job.
Enjoy the cheers.
Yep. Thank you guys, and well done to all the other racers too. Phenomenal stuff today.
Thank you. And agreed. Well done.
GG's everyone.
GG's.
Thank you, guys.
That was Sangus Luna. And we are officially finished with the Anti-Gravity Racing League 2955. And everybody who was in the chat, thank you so much for being there today. Anything else to add to this?
Just if what we've shown you today, and if any of this interests you, you can find out all about these races at nziaracing.com. And if you want to be part of this racer, org, or even the event side of it, come on to discord.gg/nziaracing, because things are only going to get even better from here in the Star Citizen community. Commentators, where can we find you?
Right here.
And on social media.
This is where I've been hanging around quite a lot. DashMaster, let's start with you and your awesome podcast. And can you please tell us what are the different races that you cover? What is more relatable to an Australian viewers?
Well, on the Extra Mile, we cover Formula One, we cover sports car racing, cover drag race. We try to cover as much as we can in the wild, long international racing season. You can see that on youtube.com/IESportsRadio. Echo usually pops on every now and then, so we see her in the chat. We go on at 8 p.m. on Mondays, Eastern U.S. time, so whatever your regional equivalent is. And you can also find us on Twitter at IE Sports Radio and the Extra Mile IESR. And I can be found at DK Junior 12 on Twitter and on Blue Sky at speeder68.bluesky.social. Blue Sky has really long handles.
Yeah. That's true. And Echo, how about you?
No, you.
Okay.
Like you
Okay.
faster than me.
Well, I am Lens Nation everywhere. Lens Nation or Lens Nation X everywhere on all the social media platforms. And a big one would be for me would be the YouTube, where I create Star Citizen Machinima, where I always ask everybody along with watching informational content about Star Citizen, please start watching Machinima every now and then. Enjoy the storytelling side of it. Any Machinima, just watch any of them. We do produce Top Hanger, which is the equivalent of Top Gear. We just enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I do a lot of Star Citizen artworks. Love drawing ships, love drawing characters, and a stream on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the mornings, Australia time. But I love shoutcasting. I love commentating. So because we are at the end of Anti-Gravity Racing League, I just want to say a huge thanks to Eka. Thanks for letting me do this, because this really makes me very happy. I enjoy doing this, and thanks for this opportunity.
No, thank you both, our commentators. None of this is possible without you. Same with our racers, the teams, the event staff, even CIG. Thank you for making such a beautiful game. I am really looking forward to the future of GravLab Racing. This is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to get updated flight models, updated GravLab models before Star Citizen 1.8 comes around. So stay tuned for that. We hope you had a lovely time. Thank you so much for joining us. And as it race day yet, we'll see you at Crux Cup Stellar.
It's more than a feeling, we're building a dream that we've always had clear in our sights. Watch it ignite as we open our eyes, the one way we know to survive. We're powerfully changing the world, we're reclaiming our unity they can't divide. They push us around, but we're tearing it down, and we're having the time of our lives. Thank you.